Hey, everyone. Hello. How are you? So nice to see you all. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to do this intro thing. Ray said, hang on. Okay, now we can get started here. Well, what's up, guys? This is Phil coming at you live on IntraMITTEN SPORTS. I'm going to ride a little solo action on this beautiful Monday night. Thank you for joining us on your home for Michigan sports action, home of the Pistons, Lions, Tigers, and University of Michigan. Big matchup today for the Pistons facing off against the terrifying Milwaukee Bucks. We'll see what happens there. Already got a couple people in the chat, so let's go through our hellos. Hayden was here at 6:27, so that was an hour and a half ago. Congratulations on being first, bud. Chris says, B. Griffin's a bum, and I can't wait to cut him from my fantasy team. He does look a little old. Isn't it weird he's only 2 years removed for being all NBA? That is wild to me. But he has looked very slow and old. Sweezy's in the building. We got God Kong Snake dropping some fun facts that the Bucks are 11-0 under Budenholzer against the Pistons. So maybe we'll break that up tonight. Who knows? Sweezy wants us to catch him off guard tonight. Maybe we will. I mean, the Celtics kind of slept on the Pistons. To be fair, they were, I'm going to say, just definitely hungover from New Year's in that game when we caught that dub, our first and only win of the season thus far. But honestly, if you can beat the Celtics, I think you can beat the Bucks. I think they're two of the best teams in the East. And, yeah, I mean, we saw dubs. Let's get another one. God Kong in the building. What's up? King Duck Cat, hello. Yeah, it's a 92% chance before the game even starts that Milwaukee's going to win this one. So that's awesome. Miles in the building for his daily dose of depression. So we love the upbeat, positive attitude so far. King Duck says the Bucks haven't looked good so far, and he's not exactly wrong. I don't know if they haven't looked good. They haven't looked consistent, I feel like, is the biggest deal. I was looking at their schedule right before I went live here. So they've got wins of 39 points. That was against the Warriors on Christmas. They beat the Heat by like 44. I might have switched those two. They beat the Warriors and the Heat by 39 and 44. And then they beat the Bulls by 30. So that's 3 blowout wins where they look unstoppable and great. And then they've also lost by double digits to the Heat. And they got their ass kicked by the New York Knicks, and they lost by 20 points to the Knicks. So that's super weird as well, that they haven't been super consistent with that. Giannis coming off back-to-back MVP seasons. Obviously, he's the focal point of that team. But it's actually been Khris Middleton, I think, from what I've seen. You know, I'm not going to lie, I haven't sat down and watched every Milwaukee Bucks game or anything like that. But Khris Middleton's looked pretty solid thus far to start the season. Giannis still leads the league or leads the team, excuse me, in scoring. He's getting like 12 boards a game as well. So he's definitely playing well. It's just, I don't know, as a team, they don't seem the exact same. You know, Drew Holiday was supposed to show up and turn them into an unstoppable force, and he's had kind of a slow start to the year. He's only had one like really solid game thus far. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but they are at home. So Detroit playing on the road and they have not won a road game yet. So it'll be quite the battle. Let's see how many views we can get. Dude, the 2 Piston games we've done, 9,000 on the first Celtics game and then over 4,000 on the second one. And, well, right now we have 6 people in the room. So got a ways to go. But no, the support for this has been awesome, man. It's really, honestly, we've loved it. Ray calls me like every single day when the numbers go up. And so you mentioned we hit 2K today. So shout out us. Round of applause. We'll take that all day. We appreciate it. And all you guys who've supported us for so long. Hey, guys, it's Ray. Ray's in the chat. Stream's way more important than me. All right, so shout out to the streamers. Dustin says, what's up? I'm good, man. A little something to throat here. I had a delicious steak dinner, a little steak, white rice, and broccoli. So eating nice and healthy here. Pre-game, really had to get my energy up. And, yeah, we're just going to dominate. So King Duck just won a game of COD, so that's huge. I mean, that's probably the highlight of the evening, if we're being honest. Proud of you, bud. God Kong says 2K, you just hit 1K. Dude, it's like exponentially escalated in the past couple of weeks. I'm just sad that we missed a couple games over the holiday break. I think we could have done some more work. Also, the lines, all the line streams kind of died out. They went like downhill while everything else was going up. Obviously, the Lions sucked this year, so that didn't help matters. They weren't playing for anything, so it's kind of hard to pick up those random people from other teams who would stop by. But we're still seeing that a lot in the Michigan streams, and even in these NBA streams too. Like we had a ton of Celtics people come through, which was pretty cool. And then, of course, we went over 2K mainly because of Ray. He threw up his Ohio State Clemson React video, and that thing's blowing up already. I think it's over 4,000, if not 5,000. And it's hardly been up for a day. So that's cool to see. And he announced it in that video, and we said it last night too, but we are going to stream the Clemson. They lost the Ohio State-Alabama championship game next Monday. Even though it's not a Michigan thing, we're still going to try to leech some streamers and get that going and get our numbers up a little bit. So I know Ray's working on a video for that as a preview, and then we're going to stream the actual games. So we will be doing the college football final, so hopefully you guys will join us on Monday night if you're not all at the bars having a good time with your real-life friends. You can hang out with your virtual friends, and that's us. That'd be great. He says we're up to 7,000 views in 7 hours on that React video, so that's big time. You'll love to see it. I realized I say you love to see it a lot, so I'm going to try to not say that as much. I probably said it like a dozen times in the Michigan stream. I do that a lot. I get caught on words and phrases that I think are fun and exciting to say, and I'm going to try to mix it up a little bit. I need like a word chart. I think that'd be really good to have just to really enhance the listening pleasures of all my viewers. Yeah, Sweetie says if 5% of those 7K sub, no, it'd be huge, man. It really would. A lot of the people viewing that video or from the comments, because a ton of people are commenting on it, seem to be Ohio State fans. I think they just like to hate us and go in and talk about how awesome Ohio State is, which is fine. You know, it's true. It's not like they're lying about it or anything like that. So that's fine. But I mean, for them to sub to a Michigan channel wouldn't make a ton of sense. But at the same time, it's a sub. It's a button click, right? Like, I don't think that really affects – I'd probably sub to a bunch of channels that I never watch, but the sub number is big. So, again, I don't know how YouTube works. Maybe I'm completely wrong right there. I don't know. Ray's in charge of all the numbers and good stuff. I'm just here for the talent to look good. But it's 8:05, and we still haven't started yet. I do have League Pass hooked up right now, so I should be on time with everything. NBA just starts everything late nowadays because they're jerks. But hopefully I won't fall too far behind on the stream or anything like that. And if I do, we're just going to have to deal with it, and I apologize. Sweet says, that's okay. It's all fun and games till our basketball program destroys them. That's the plan, man. Big game Wednesday for us playing Minnesota. So the Pistons and Michigan both play at like 8 o'clock on Wednesday. So I think we're going to do the Michigan game, though, over the Pistons. I'm pretty sure that's the plan. So we'll see. But yes, Ohio State, boo. Let's beat the hell out of them. Buckeyes are trolls, says Greg. What's up, man? Glad to see you again. What channel are we on tonight? I just have it through NBA League Pass. I would assume if you guys live up there, which you do, Fox Sports, you have a Fox Sports Midwest or a Fox Sports Michigan or something like that. Tried one of those maybe. I don't have cable, so I wouldn't know. God Kong says, I only sub to channels I'm actively interested in watching. This channel is one, and thank you for saying that. We appreciate it, man. We love having you here. Yeah, talking about Minnesota game is huge. We passed test 1, that's test 2. Northwestern, I mean, the way we blew through them, I don't even know if it was a test. We looked really good. That was inspiring to see because that makes me think that, hey, we can hang with just about anybody. If we're going to beat the hell out of a ranked team by double digits, like, you know, that's a pretty good feeling for Michigan basketball. Everyone seems to be playing pretty well, but we did shoot pretty lights out. So maybe a better defensive team not playing a zone like Northwestern did could stop us. It'll be real interesting to watch, though. But I'm excited. I think we should be able to take them down. But we'll see, and that's why we're going to stream it Wednesday. We got Fox Sports Detroit for this game, to answer your question, Dustin. Dustin says, I'm using my mother's cable from North Carolina. I just left there 6 months ago. What part of North Carolina were you in, man? As you know, me and Ray both went to Winthrop, which is just south of Charlotte, and my dad actually lives out in Wilmington, so I go out to the coast usually like once a year, so I'm out on that side of the state. But I don't really mess with the north, the Raleigh-Durham area or any of that. Oh, my goodness. We have a newcomer, Packers Goat. Hi, Bucks fan here. Welcome to IntraMITTEN Sports. I'll even give you a round of applause. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. Tell all your friends how awesome we are. I know you haven't experienced it yet, but hopefully you'll have a good time when you hang out with us. Everyone in the chat's pretty cool, pretty friendly. So feel free to go back and forth with them, and hopefully they won't be too mean to you. Eli says, hope Killian has a good game. He needs to, man. He actually scored last game, which was a nice change of pace. He hit a 3, which I think might have been his first one of the season. That buddy's been missing everything from the field. So that's been pretty tough to watch. But again, I mentioned in the last stream, but he's found other ways to make an impact. He had like 6 or 7 assists in that game. So, he's still so young. I'm definitely not judging at all. And I think he needs to have a really big game. That'd be huge. Jeff says, do you believe the Lions will draft a QB this year? I think they'll draft a QB. I don't know if they'll use their first round pick on it. I mean, so much of that, it's so early to tell right now. We're 4+ months away or whatever, but it really depends on who's available, I think. We're at number 9, right? Is that right? You've got obviously Lawrence will be off the board, Fields will be off the board. Everyone's super high on the BYU kid. But if we can scoop Kyle Trask in, the second or third round, maybe roll the dice on him. I don't know. I don't do a ton of college and scouting and all that stuff. So I definitely haven't looked into it too much. I will say I think Stafford's days are numbered, and it's not because of anything he's done. I love Matt Stafford, and I think the whole city does. The fact he just went out there and played through injury in a game that absolutely did not matter. That showed a lot about his character and the kind of player he is and what he's done for the city, since he was the number 1 pick in 2009. So big shout out to Matt Stafford. He's great, but I would love to see him win somewhere, go somewhere where he has a chance to actually make the playoffs, because that's not going to happen in Detroit anytime soon, unfortunately. Ray confirming. This is your first time here, man. Usually we're a 2-man team streaming. Ray's working on a video for the channel, so he's not going to be on the video, but he is in the chat. So that's him talking to you in the chat and me talking to you on video. That's Ray. I'm Phil. Welcome. Dustin says he's from Fuquay of Arena, and I don't know where that is. So very cool. And we are underway now. Let's play basketball. Milwaukee controls the tip, and they are wearing their City Edition uniforms, which are royal and light blue. I don't know about all that. As Giannis is going to work down low against Jerami Grant. They get tied up. Grant wants the jump ball. The whistle blows. Giannis has his standard angry face after that, and they're going to call a shooting foul on Jerami Grant. So we are 17 seconds in, and our leading scorer already has a foul. So that's pretty sick. The one thing I will say about Giannis, he's 2-time MVP. He's not that great at free throws, man. He seems to miss a ton of free throws, including, game 1 against the Celtics. He had a chance to tie the game, send it to overtime, and he clanked it. That was really sad. God Kong says, Phil, you're practically a celebrity. If all the money you're raking up for this challenge, you should have a mansion. Well, I have a 2-bedroom apartment right now that I split with someone, and I'm 33 years old. So need a few more tips before we're going to talk about mansion. As the Greek Freak nails both free throws. So Milwaukee takes an early 2-0 lead. Starting lineup for the Pistons looks like Hayes, Grant, Sadiq Bey gets the start, the young rook, in place of Blake Griffin, who's out for the resting his knee. Plumlee's out there as well, as Grant fires a 3, and that is good assist from Plumlee. So the Pistons take a 3-2 lead, and I didn't catch who the 5th guy is out there. Pull up 3 from, I think that was Drew Holiday. Rims out, rebound to Detroit. And the random guy who I don't know, is that Wayne Ellington? Is he starting? No way. He misses a jumper. Giannis goes coast to coast off the board for 2. So he has all 4 points right now for the Bucks. Wayne Ellington's only played 1 game all year. I don't know who that is. I need to see a number. Hayes, Plumlee, Grant, Bay. I don't know, man. I don't know who our fifth player is. Maybe we're playing 5-on-4. Back-to-back misses for both teams. It's Pistons ball. Grant brings it up. He's working a two-man game with Plumlee and fires it up an alley-oop. That pass is deflected from behind as Giannis is going to collect it again. So that'll be his second rebound. And Killian Hayes fouls him at midcourt to stop the fast break. Smart play there from the rookie to slow things down. Break and play. Comments. God, this one-man comment and having to do basketball, I'm telling you, it's way harder than you think. Godcom says he likes the blue jerseys. I do too, I guess. I'm just not used to them, obviously. As they are going to call Jerami Grant for his second foul. We are less than 2 minutes into the game, and Jerami Grant has fouled on Antetokounmpo 2 times. So we're going to lose this game by 49 points if our leading scorer doesn't play. The Bucks look like cyan highlighters. They kind of do. As DiVincenzo will get called for traveling, so the Bucks give the ball right back. Craig says the best thing about Milwaukee is the Miller Plant Tour. Never been. I've been to Miller Park. Saw a Brewers game a couple years ago. My sister lives up in Madison. I like Wisconsin. It's a fun place. As Plumlee throws the ball on a 4-bounce pass out of bounds. Just a little miscommunication there on offense from the Pistons as Demboya is going to check in for Grant with his 2 fouls. He's going to sit for a while. So this will be a true test for the Pistons here. Who's going to score the basketball for them? It's been mainly Grant all season long. Blake Griffin's the second leading scorer. He is not playing tonight as they work Lopez down low to DiVincenzo. Back down to Antetokounmpo on the wing. 1 dribble, and he's at the rim for an easy layup. He's up to 6 points already. So I think he might be a problem. I don't know if you guys heard, but he's actually a pretty good player, Giannis is. As Demboya is going to fire a 3, and he nails it. Nice play there on a pick and pop from the top of the key. Demboya gets his first 3 of the game. Assist from Plumlee. That's his second dime of the game. It's a 6-6 tie score here. As the Greek Freak's going to fire 3 of his own. He shoots it just long. Rebound Plumlee, and he is fouled from behind by Brook Lopez. Budenholzer are not happy about that one. Lopez isn't either. I don't know if you guys saw this the other day when who were the Bucks playing? The Bulls, I think it was. And Lopez got called for like a foul, and like during the free throw, he like flopped to show the ref how the guy was acting during the foul. I thought that was pretty funny. Another 3-pointer is good. It's Wayne Ellington is starting for the Pistons, and he just hit a 3. So he was our mystery man from earlier. The former, he was the North Carolina one, right? Or was he Duke? No, Ellington was North Carolina. Who was the Duke? They had like a rivalry. Anderson, something like that. I don't know. Whatever. It's not important. Drew Holiday hits a finger roll for 2 points. So it'll be 9-8 Pistons as they bring it back up. We're just under 9 minutes here in the first quarter. Plumlee's going to drive, kick it out to Killian Hayes, who fires up a 3. He hits the front of the rim. Rebound to Khris Middleton, who looks ahead on the outlet pass. Touch pass back to Brook Lopez on the wing, and he misses everything but the backboard. Rebound to Plumlee. He's up to apparently only 1 rebound. I thought he had a couple already. He has 2 assists. That's what it is. Pistons setting things up here. Super young out there. Rookie Hayes, rookie Bay, second-year Demboya. You got Plumlee, the veteran, and then Wayne Ellington, the veteran as well. Gerald Henderson, that's who I was thinking of. Thank you, Ray, for the assist. How's Hinge going? Good, I guess, man. I've actually got a couple matches, but I haven't checked on them because me and Pam are still vibing. We're on that everyday text chat. We're doing probably 20 texts a day or so. So we'll see what happens. The Bucks try to get it down low, but Demboya with his length able to snag that one out of the air for the steal. Gets it ahead to Plumlee, who tries to force a bounce pass, and that is turned over, stolen by the Bucks. Nice look-ahead bounce pass to Khris Middleton from DiVincenzo. That was like a half-court bounce pass, perfectly placed. Reverse layup is good, and the damage. So Middleton 4-2, and he's going to head to the line. Really, really nice play from the former Villanova Wildcat, who absolutely torched the Michigan Wolverines in that championship game a couple years ago. But I actually like him as a player. I think he's scrappy, plays hard. You know, all the cliche things you say about white players in the NBA, but DiVincenzo is a real nice player. Middleton bangs the free throw. Fun fact, I saw this before the game started. He has not missed a free throw all season, so that's pretty good. As Ellington is working off a pass from Hayes, he fakes the three. Now it's Demboya on the dribble drive, a pretty wild left-handed scoop shot, but he is bailed out. They're going to call a foul on Giannis. He's pretty upset with that call. But I feel like every player in the NBA, if they get called for something, they immediately give the, what? I didn't do that, look to the refs, especially if you're a superstar, because apparently they're not allowed to have fouls. But nice job there. They're going to call it on the floor, though, no shot. So the Pistons will set it back up here. We're under 8 minutes now, 7:40, in fact, on the game clock. Wayne Ellington fires a three from the far side, and that misses. Front rim rebound to Middleton. You're going to work Brook Lopez out of the post. Plumlee with quick hands knocks it loose. Lopez tracks it down at the three-point line, turns around and fires a long one. It rims out on him. Rebound to Ellington. So Milwaukee pretty cold early on, though they lead 11-9. Most of those points are from either Giannis or fast break layups. And it'll be a timeout on the floor. So Pistons ball here. As they call timeout, let's do some chats. How did you feel about the Pistons' performance against the Celtics? I thought that was a surprising W. I think we all did, man. First of all, welcome to the channel in the nick of time. I don't know if I've seen you here before or not, but thanks for stopping by. I think the Celtics played pretty sloppy in the first quarter of the first game that they played on New Year's Day. So that kind of set the tone. The thing I was most impressed about is you see it all the time, especially in the NBA, because usually it's like the good teams win, right? It's pretty hard to get an upset. So, the Pistons had a huge lead in the first quarter over the Celtics, and then a pretty big lead at halftime. It was 15 points at half. And then the Celtics went crazy, right? Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum in the third quarter just popped off, brought the Celtics back in it. But the Pistons didn't give up, man. They didn't give up the lead, which is like something that you kind of grow accustomed to when you root for a not great team. Sometimes, they'll give up those big leads and end up losing the game as a big morale crusher, not booster, but a crusher, right? But they stuck with it. I thought Derrick Rose played really well in that one. Obviously, Jerami Grant had a big game too. So that win was huge, man. And then playing them tough again the next day or 2 days later was also pretty impressive. I know they lost that one, but they at least had a chance with that Blake Griffin shot at the end. I know he got blocked or whatever, but to stick around that whole time, and that was with a solid start from everybody. Both teams came out really hot in that one, shooting well. So I think those two games will hopefully turn things around for Detroit, man. There's a lot to like about this team. Being that young and being able to stay in 2 games against a really, really good Celtics team, I think means a lot. We just got to build on it, man. Go from there. They're definitely a lot more fun to watch this year than they were last year. I'll tell you that. It's no more just Andre Drummond in the post throwing up whatever and then jogging back on D. I like Drummond as a player. He throws up all the crazy points and rebounds or whatever, but it was just a boring product they were putting out last year, right? So hopefully with all these young kids, it'll be a little more exciting this season. Sweezy agrees. Said none of us expected to win that one. Did get close. Says he's been here. Great content. Appreciate you stopping by again, man. Thank you very much. Sweezy wants the merch, man. I just don't see merch happening. I think that's the craziest thing. No one's going to, buy something with my face on it or our logo on it. It just doesn't make any sense. 2021 Lions can be the first annual team to beat all 5 bird teams in 1 year. See, can I name the bird teams? We got Eagles, Cardinals, Ravens, Seahawks, and Falcons. All right, I named them all. That's fun trivia. I, for one, did not enjoy Andre Drummond out-rebounding our entire team. Yeah, when he was the only one getting the boards, that makes it pretty tough. We're back in the action. I'm sorry for rambling on here. Killian Hayes just hit a 3. Wayne Ellington on the dime there, so Hayes feeling himself a little bit as Giannis delivers it in. Looks like he got bumped on the hip, but he's able to finish. No foul called, but the bucket is good. He's up to 8 points already. DiVincenzo with 4 dimes, and we aren't even halfway through the first quarter yet. As Hayes tries to do a little too much on that bounce pass to Plumlee. It's a turnover, steal by Drew Holiday. As Holiday brings it forward And I think that's Bobby Portis in the game now for Milwaukee after the timeout. Holiday throws up a lefty runner, rims out on him. Portis is going to collect and put it in. So 2 points for young Bobby. Is he young anymore? I feel like he's been in the league for like 5-6 years, actually. The former Chicago Bull. Plumlee's going to pull up from the elbow. It's probably not what you want to see from your center. And he front rims it. Rebound goes to Khris Middleton. And he's going to pull up from the elbow and also miss. So whether you're a shooting guard, all-star, or a former Duke center, don't shoot from the elbow because you're going to miss. Killian Hayes hits the floating runner. With that lefty, it looks extra cool. And he dropped that baby in. Nothing but net. Plumlee up to 4 dimes now. Mason Plumlee's been a huge sign. Like, I know Grant's leading the team in scoring, but Mason Plumlee's arguably just as important as Grant has been with the big free agent signing. So shout out to Troy Weaver for bringing in both of them from the Nuggets as Dante DiVincenzo bangs home a 3. So Milwaukee is now leading 18-14. As Plumlee hits a nice dime to a cutting Ellington on the back door for a layup, makes it 18-16. Plumlee up to 5 dimes. Let's go. Bobby Portis responds with a top of the key 3. Assist from Drew Holiday on that one. Dustin said he'd buy some merch. All right. Sweet says halftime stories with Phil hoodies. He's on it. All right. So I guess we're going to start making hoodies and hats. I don't know. Steal from DiVincenzo. He lobs it up. Steal DiVincenzo. Hits Drew Holiday on the fast break. He lobbed it up behind him. DiVincenzo couldn't get high enough to dunk it. He was able to snag it and lay it in, though, on the alley-oop. So 22-16 as Milwaukee grows their lead. Plumlee looking for Hayes in the far side corner for 3, and he airballs it. So that's cool. Portis is going to line one up from the same spot, other end of the court. He front rims his. Rebound is easy to Ellington. No one around him. He's going to push it forward to a speedy Mason Plumlee, who hits only the backboard on the layup attempt. So that sucks. Giannis gets the rebound, goes coast to coast in like 2 dribbles, and is able to lay it in off glass. So Giannis up to 10 points now. And the Pistons are going to call timeout again as before this one gets away from. It's 24-16, 4 minutes left. We have comments. There could be inside jokes on the shirts, naked handstands, semen shampoo, robo-tripping basketball. It honors me that you remember all those things. I don't know if I'm going to stamp semen shampoo on a hoodie to sell for money, but we'll always know in our hearts what's going on there. Dustin wants a raised tie-dye hat with the block M. I don't know if I can pull off the tie-dye hat, but for anyone who wants it, let's go for it. I want to it says something illegal is happening. That could be a big seller. We might even reach out to people who don't even know the channel, but they see that on a shirt and they could go for it. Okay, so I saw this one. It's the Clemson internet. I was like, oh, that's pretty good, but it should be I live 5 minutes from Clemson. That could be a big seller too. Cassidy wants an Alaska story at halftime. I didn't tell one last night. That is correct. I did not. If I can think of one between now and then that's worthy, I'll see what I can do. I love that you want Alaska stories. That warms my heart that you care so much about Alaska. It really is a truly magical place. I got texted, by the way, by Pam, so I got to check that real quick. So sorry. Give me 2 seconds. Bang. All right. So sorry. It's important stuff. Planning our wedding. Back to it. All right. Don't forget strictality. Yeah, we've said some pretty weird stuff on this channel. That you guys are typing all this stuff out in the chat. I feel kind of weird now that I say all this stuff. You guys got to trademark Fire Harbaugh. God Kong says, tell Pam hi for us. I think she just dumped him. I think I'd be a little more sad. We haven't even met yet. So, can you even dump anyone if you haven't met them? I don't know if that's true. Dustin says hello. Tell Pam we are in game. Focus up, priorities. I'll get back to you later, chick. Come on. You guys are silly. Oh, man. Cassie says, tell Pam hi. She has no idea, right? At all. She knows I told her in my charming way. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm kind of a YouTube celebrity. I do a channel or whatever. But she has no idea what it's about. She doesn't know the name of it. And she definitely doesn't have any idea that I've ever talked about her on this online stream. So I'm probably going to keep it that way and never share that information with her ever. But maybe I'll tell her all these random people told her hi. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, you haven't met yet? He's getting catfished. That's funny. She sent me pics. I've seen pics, so she's a real person. Either that or it's someone who has a bunch of pics of a person they're not, which would be super creepy. Derrick Rose in the game. Checks in, misses a layup on his first possession. Isaiah Stewart also in there. Sadiq Bey is in there as Bey nails a three. Offensive rebound was collected by Isaiah Stewart. He's one of the top offensive rebounders in the entire league. I don't know if you guys knew that. He's having a phenomenal start to his rookie season, the guy out of Washington. I love that they call him, I just saw this today, but they call him Beef Stew. Isaiah Stewart. Beef Stew is the nickname because he is a large, muscly man. That's a pretty solid nickname. I like that one a lot. Luke is also out on the floor along with Demboya. And yeah, I think that's all five. So anyway, Milwaukee just turned it over. Khris Middleton tried to bounce pass it into the paint, and it just went right out of bounds. So they lead 24-19 with 3:20 left here in the first quarter. Derrick Rose on the dribble drive, misses off glass. A battle for the rebound. Bobby Portis able to save it to his teammate before he falls out. That's DJ Augustine, the former Orlando Magic superstar, who takes it all the way down coast to coast, hanging floater in the air. Nice play there from young DJ to get his first 2 points of the game. I was always a DJ Augustine fan, man. I saw a ton of him, obviously, down here in Orlando. He did a lot of really good things for that Magic team. He played with them for, probably 5-6 years or something like that. So shout out DJ, former Texas Longhorn. Rose is on a mission. He is now driven in 3 times, right? They've had 3 possessions since he entered the game. He's driven in aggressively for layups all 3 times, and he's missed all 3 times. To be fair, on that one, they called a foul. So he's going to head to the line here. But I love the aggressiveness, man. He's going against somebody. Who is that? Who's 43 for the Bucks? Is that Nwora, the rookie? I didn't catch his name. So I don't know who it was. Pam is probably Ray. Oh, God. You guys are awesome. Aroldis Chapman is in the building, throwing 105. So welcome to our baseball fans. We're also Pistons fans. What's up, Aroldis? You've seen pics from some model on Instagram. I don't think she's a model. That's a mean thing. It's not mean to say that, but no, she's just nice. Anyway, back to the basketball game. There were free throws. Derrick Rose made both of them. So, yay, Derrick Rose. Khris Middleton responds with a floater in the paint. So, it's a 28-21 lead as Rose looks to attack again. He's going to pass this time. And he gets it right back from Luke. Finds Demboya in the corner for a 3. That one hits 2 pieces of the rim and comes out. Rebound to Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is going to press, but Derrick Rose with good transition defense there to shut that down. So it'll be the Bucks operating from the corner. That jump shot is no good. Bryn Forbes in the game for the Bucks, the former San Antonio Spur, freshly signed. As Demboya with an aggressive dribble drive flips up with his left hand in traffic. He rims off just short. Rebound to Portis, pushing the action forward. We're at 1:50 left here in the first quarter. Bryn Forbes, nice step back crossover, not able to finish with the jump shot, but that was a real smooth. It was the crossover you go like through the legs backwards and then shoot it. That's one of my go-to moves personally. Bryn Forbes is probably better at it than I am. As Derrick Rose nails the long ball from the top of the key. Those are his first 3 points. Hit 2 free throws earlier. That's 5 points now for Derrick Rose in a 4-point ball game. Minute 20 left here in the first period. A lot of action here. Pistons hanging tough with the Bucks. I believe they were 10.5-point favorites, I want to say, before this game started. As Lopez tries to force one into a cutting Augustine. That is stolen. Quick hands there from Isaiah Stewart. Nice job from the big center as Derrick Rose drives in, finds someone on the wing who passes to Isaiah Stewart. He's working some post moves on Brook Lopez, able to flip it in. My goodness gracious. Lopez has about 2 inches on Stewart, but he was able to just muscle up. He didn't even lean in. He just bodied him up with the shoulders and then flipped it over his head. Nice shot there from Stewart. So it's a 2-point game, 40 seconds left. The score is 28-26. Milwaukee leads. 3-pointer from the corner is good. Make that 31-26 now. As the Bucks take a 5-point advantage. 30 seconds left now in the first quarter. Rose putting the crossover on Bryn Forbes. Beautiful move. Not able to finish with the floater as it hit the toilet bowl rim job. Rebounded by Bryn Forbes. So now the Bucks are going to hold for near the final shot. There's a 4-second difference between game clock and shot clock. It'll be Khris Middleton operating up top. He is being guarded by, I have no idea who that is. But whoever that is, they just fell over. Pull-up jumper in the paint is good. 5 seconds on the clock, 33-26. It'll be a 3-ball from Mikhailuk, and he hits nothing but backboard. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. I'm going to look something up real quick because I have no idea who that guy is. Sorry for not being an informed, good streamer. It's Rodney McGruder. He has hair now. That was throwing me off with the braids and stuff. But Rodney McGruder was in the game and got his ankle snapped off by Khris Middleton. So, end of the first quarter, 33-26. Let's do comments. All right. Ray says, I only show pictures of my wife on the stream when I get to drinking. He does do that. If Ray doesn't see this, tell him it's a comment on the Michigan Northwestern after the live cast. There's only one comment. Ray, if you can hear me, go to the Michigan Northwestern live cast. There's only one comment. Dustin put his email there. The score is 33-28. 16-point favorite, says Ryan. That's great. That's a huge line for NBA. Like, I know Giannis is the MVP. The Bucks are really good. But after you just saw the Pistons play the Celtics tough twice, 16 points is a ton. I really wish I would have seen that. I probably would have I would have rode the Pistons to cover for a pretty hefty sum. Nathan says, let's go Detroit Pistons. Welcome to the channel, bud. And let's go Pistons. Greg gives us a Detroit basketball. Someday I'll do that. So he says he misses hearing that live. Well, I just gave it to you, bud, so you're welcome. Oh, man, I'm out of comments. And there's no action. What are we doing? Someone say something. Let's go. Ray says if it was a 16-point spread, it would have really had to have moved in the last 20 minutes. It was 11.5 when he wrote the description. And, yeah, he did that description about 90 minutes before tip. So, yeah, that might have been a ton of money put on it late. God Kong says the Bucks are weird. I don't envy people who have to make odds for them. They really are. And I talked about that pregame. They've had 3 wins of 30-plus points. And they've also lost by 20. They've lost by 11. And they lost by 1. In a game they were favored by like 5. So they're all over the place right now. It's early NBA season, short preseason, all that. Excuse, blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, right now the Bucks, they're pretty hard to trust, man. Ryan says hi. Hey, Ryan. Nice to have you, bud. Phil saves the day. I always do. Have a great day. You too, man. Please do. Brandon Inge joins Michigan baseball coaching staff. That's pretty cool. I love seeing these former pro guys go back to colleges. I think that's really helpful. I don't have a ton of examples off the top of my head. I just know it's been happening. Texas, they signed a couple guys. I forget who it was. And then out at freaking Long Beach, you know, they produced 98,000 MLB guys. A lot of them have gone back. A lot of the California schools actually get their former pros to go back and help out. I know Troy Percival's doing big things. I think he's at Santa Barbara, I want to say, for college baseball. But we're here for an NBA channel, so let's get back to the action as Brook Lopez able to secure a rebound off a Pistons miss. I didn't see who shot it. And then Giannis does Giannis things with a left-handed, one-handed jam in the post against defense. He just turned around, took a step, and jammed it. Like, how does he do that? I guess it helps having 7'9" wingspan or whatever. And then Brook Lopez on the defensive side of the ball gets a block on Isaiah Stewart. Sorry, that was what led to the Giannis jam. And then Mikhailiuk tried to drive in, and Lopez sent that into the first row. So Lopez picks up a pair of blocks on 2 possessions by Detroit here in the second quarter. Derrick Rose off the inbounds play will take a jumper from just outside the elbow. It hits front rim, rebound to Brook Lopez. As Giannis takes it and he's attacking, Isaiah Stewart kicks it back to DiVincenzo beyond the three-point line. He's guarded by Derrick Rose. Receives a pick from Brook Lopez, hits Rose with the crossover, then fires to the corner to find Augustine? Augustine, 3-point from the corner. That's the 5th dime of the day for DiVincenzo. So he's doing his thing offensively with the distribution. As Magruder is going to attack DJ Augustine. Nice D there from the veteran. Shuts him down. They kick it out to Jerami Grant, who's back in the game. Remember, he had 2 fouls in less than 2 minutes to start the game. So he sat almost the entire first quarter. He's now back in the ball game. As it looked like Derrick Rose got a piece of that shot. DJ Augustine drove in on a layup. Grant with the board, and he's going to try to go all the way, and he dribbles it out of bounds. Turnover, Pistons. Whew. Bryn Forbes will pull up for a 2, and he nails it. Little 20-footer. If you're a coach, I'm sure you love to see your guys taking 20-footers and not 3s. But it went in, so who really cares? Bucks have now expanded their lead. It's 40-26. They led by 8 at the end of the quarter, and I think the Pistons have failed to score thus far. They have. As Forbes is called for a personal foul, so the Pistons ball side out of bounds. Substitution, DJ Augustine is out, and Nwora is in. The rookie out of Louisville, I believe, is where he went to school for the Bucks, is in the game. Maddox Frey puts a dog emoji. Thank you. Sweezy says, frickety. Jarrett, does anyone know what network the game's on? If you're up in the Midwest, is Fox Sports Detroit is running it, or maybe Fox Sports Midwest, wherever you might be located. Try one of those. Mikhailiuk is fouled on a 3-pointer, I believe, by Brook Lopez. He can't believe it as he looks up to the center board to see what happened. That is one of the softest fouls I've ever seen called in my life. If I'm Brook Lopez, I am steamed right now. He didn't touch him. That is a terrible call. Really, really bad call. I'm not a homer. I'll call it how I see it. That was a shit call. Mikhailiuk hits the first 2. He's got one more free throw on the way. Right, says 47 in the stream, thanks. And we're actually up to 52 right now by my count. So thanks to everyone for stopping by. Again, if you've never been here before, IntraMITTEN Sports, we cover Detroit Pistons, Detroit Tigers, Detroit Lions, and the University of Michigan on this channel. So if you like any of those teams, feel free to hit that subscribe button. And let's get those numbers up. We broke 2K today, so we're really excited about that. Mikhailiuk hits all 3 free throws, makes it a 40-29 game with just under 10 minutes left in the second quarter. Giannis drives in on Grant, who strips him. Lopez able to secure the loose ball, but then Derrick Rose strips Brook Lopez. It's a 3-on-2. Rose up and under with the right-hand scoop in traffic and the damage. Let's go. Foul on Bryn Forbes there. Derrick Rose, one of the best finishing guards, I would say, in the NBA, even at his accelerated age. Looked real nice there floating in. And he made the layup and the foul. Kong says, you hear about the Wisconsin starting lineup being older than the Bulls? I did. That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard in my life. Ryan says, I've got 1K on the over. Only reason I'm listening. Well, appreciate you stopping by, man. Hopefully we'll get some points for you. And speaking of, Giannis with another layup. He's up to 14. So combined, we're at 74 and not even close to halftime. So you're about a third of the way there. I could see it, man. 223. So that'd be like a 124 to 100 would get you there. I could see that happening. Some offensive action there. Missed jump shot, but Mason Plumlee there able to pick up the trash and put it in for 2. Makes it 42-32. DiVincenzo is going to launch a three with a ton of time on the shot clock. It rims out on him, rebound to Plumlee. Gets it head to Rose, behind the back dribble at the free throw line, sends it over to Grant. He's guarded by Giannis. Now he's going to give it up to, that's Bay in the post against Bryn Forbes. And they are picking on Forbes, man. Or sorry, that's Nora. Apologies. So they're picking on the young rook, even though Bay's a rook himself. The turnaround fadeaway jumper. And again, man, I'm not seeing a ton of contact there. That's a weird call. If this was pickup, that would never be a foul. I'll tell you that right now. First free throw is good. Dustin said he just saw that the whole March Madness tournament's going to be played in the state of Indiana. That's pretty awesome, man. They're going to utilize all their great facilities in the Hoosier State to get that done. Have a good day, man, please. Yeah, sure. If they allow fans, Dustin said, what do you think about that? And Sweezy's not too far. If they allow fans, I'm actually thinking about going up. Winthrop won again today. I'm an alumni. They're probably the best team in the entire Southeast. And if they make the tournament, I wouldn't mind going to see a game up there in Indiana. As Jerami Grant hits a pull-up jumper assist from Derrick Rose. It's about a 20-footer. Makes it 44-38. So after falling behind by double digits, the Pistons clawing their way back into this one. Giannis working in the post against Plumlee, puts up a series of fakes. Was able to rattle one home. That was actually a pretty good D from Plumlee. But the Greek Freak up to 18 on the day. Pretty unstoppable, showing why he's one of the best in the NBA today. Mikhailuk puts on a head fake and drives in. I think they're going to call him for a travel. No, they call defensive 3 seconds. So it'll be a one-shot technical on the way for Detroit. Ryan says, I like the Sixers. That's interesting. Ink Mook. Hey, dude. What's up, man? Welcome to the channel. A couple substitutions here. Looks like Holiday and Portis are back in the game for Milwaukee. Killian Hayes will spot Derrick Rose. And I think there's some other ones, too. We'll get to that eventually. Blankman, welcome to the chat, bud. Matt, welcome back. Yeah, no, they're going to utilize they're using Lucas Oil Field, home of the Colts. They said they're going to put 2 courts on there. They're only going to play one game at a time, but there's going to be 2 courts available at Lucas Oil. They're going to use the field house where the Pacers play. They're going to use Butler's gym, and then like 2 or 3 other places as well are going to be involved. Indiana, obviously a pretty small state, so it's not too hard to get around there. I'm pretty excited. I think that's going to be really cool. And then obviously a huge boon for the Indiana economy as well. As there is basketball action, something's happening. DiVincenzo just drove in and was knocked out of bounds by the Pistons. So with 7 on the shot clock, 7:24 on the game clock, it'll be Bucks ball. They lead 46-39. Ryan says, can I sub, but I like the Sixers? Yeah, man. We would love that. I want everyone to sub. I don't care if you like the Pistons. I don't even really like the Pistons. I just like to talk about them. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud on a Pistons channel. But, yeah, no, everyone's free to sub, and we love having everyone stop by. Thank you so much. Plumlee got a board off a missed shot from the Bucks as the Pistons bring it down. It would be Killian Hayes on the drive, and he was blocked by DiVincenzo. No foul on that play, even though he hit the deck pretty hard. Give and go with Plumlee. DiVincenzo from behind able to send that one out of bounds. Really nice defensive play there from the third-year Villanova Wildcat. So with 14 on the shot clock, they inbound to Mikhailuk, who nails a 3 from the far corner. Assist Killian Hayes on the out-of-bounds play. Makes it a 4-point game, 46-42 in Milwaukee. We're at the 7-minute mark in the second quarter. Jrue Holiday puts a fake on Plumlee, hits the front rim. Giannis read that perfectly, able to secure the rebound and slam it home on the tip dunk. So that'll make it 48-42. He's so long. It's ridiculous. Jerami Grant, pull-up jumper, rims out on rebound Bobby Portis. Pistons are getting good looks, man. Not going to lie. They're just not hitting their outside shots. As a single head fake from Bobby. Oh, my God. Bobby Portis did this from the top of the key, and 2 Pistons jumped at him. He was able to take 1 dribble and get a dunk. That was stupid and bad defense. Bobby Portis, let him shoot. Why are you falling for this as a head fake? Come on. Pistons going to work Plumlee in the post. He's going against Portis, going into the middle. Looked like he was pushed. They didn't call a foul. He finds Jerami Grant, who launches a three. He's long on that one. Rebound to Drew Holiday. He's going to fire it forward to Giannis. Beautiful entry pass. And he's going to wear the damage. They call the foul on Plumlee. Really, really nice pass, man. Obviously, when you have Giannis, you can just throw it as high as you want, and he's going to be the one to come down with it. But that was still a really, really nice entry pass from half court. And he was able to finish with the damage. So we're going to head to a timeout. The under 6. It's 52-42 with 5:58 on the game clock. Chat time. Let's see. All right. Lucas Oil, Bankers Life Fieldhouse, Butler, Indiana, and Purdue are going to host. And IUPUI, share. Why have multiple courts if you're only going to use one at a time? I think, so like you don't have to, they probably have to sanitize, right, is the biggest thing with COVID. So if you just play a whole game on a court, you can't just run another team out there. They probably have to go through like a pretty big cleaning process, not just on the court, but like all the chairs, the benches, the Gatorade coolers, the press row. They're going to have to sanitize the hell out of all that stuff. So by having 2 courts, in theory, you should be able to just do that while the other game starts playing on the other court, I would assume is what they're doing there. Cassie says it's a sweet 2-court in oil field. I've played a 3-on-3 there. That sounds pretty cool. Ryan says he subbed. We appreciate you, man. If you want to talk Sixers, throw me a question. I'll see what I can do here for you. Dustin disappointed in me. There we go with our faith. Any Michigan State college football fans? Oh, buddy. Hey, this is a Wolverines channel. But, we can come together for Pistons and Lions and Tigers if you want. But I don't think you're going to find a ton of Michigan State guys here. Everyone thanking Ryan for subbing. We appreciate you guys thanking him for subbing. See, there it was. Need that. I would tell you guys other scores of other games. I'm really nervous to bring up other tabs. When I did that the other day, it shut down the whole thing. So I guess we're just going to sit here and wait for something else to happen. Are any of you guys Bachelor people, like the show The Bachelor or The Bachelorette? I've got a buddy who I play video games with, and he just texted me. He goes, "Do you want to sesh after the batch?" I think that's a really funny thing to say for 2 dudes who are in their 30s. But anyway, yeah, I probably will play video games after this. NBA scoreboard. We got Sixers 87, Hornets 71 in the fourth quarter. To answer that question right there. Cassidy wants the trivia. Dustin was dropping some knowledge bombs on us in the Michigan thing. I didn't know any of that stuff. Do you think the Bucks will be better this season than last or worst? And I sub. Derek, we appreciate you subbing. Thank you so much. You get a thumbs up from me. I think the Bucks this year are going to be just about the same. I like the Drew Holiday move. I like him way more than Eric Bledsoe. But off the jump here, they don't look as great. Though I say that, and Giannis is up to 23 points already in the first half. So this is probably his best game of the season so far. As Killian Hayes, it's a little floater in the paint. So Killian Hayes up to 7 points. He's hit multiple shots from the field today, which is huge because that's been the biggest knock on him. He is not hitting shots at all. He's at freaking under 25% shooting on the season. So nice to see the young rook get in there. And we go to commercial again. They just called timeout after that floater. So back to the chat. As a Metro Detroit, I love all of Michigan. I got to explore the UP more. Never been. What games do I play? Warface. Big Warface guy. No, I play Apex Legends is my go-to to shoot people. Big Apex guy. Godkong says, I tried watching The Bachelor. I watched the first episode of the season. There's a girl in a sloth costume. I loved her, and she got sent off, so we lost interest. So Godkong Snake is a furry, just in case anyone was wondering. He's into dress up. What you playing now? So Apex is basically it. I'm really big into MLB The Show, but I haven't played that in a while, so I'll probably wait on that. And then I'm really excited. Eventually, I'm going to get a PS5. I don't have one yet, but Horizon Zero Dawn was one of my favorite games I've ever played in my entire life for PS4. Honestly, like the graphics in that game blew my mind. So there's a new Horizon Zero Dawn game coming out for PS5. I think that comes out in the spring. So I'll be picking that up for sure. Very Rare says, is there any girls in this chat or am I the only one? I'm going to assume you're the only one. So welcome, Very Rare, to the chat. Dustin said he's got some Pistons trivia for us, so can't wait to whip that out. Ryan says, you're the best YouTube. Yeah, man. We are. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Dustin says it's snowmobile time. So here's the thing. I used to live in Alaska, right? Up there, you weren't allowed to call them snowmobiles. You had to call them snow machines. Is that not like a big deal in Michigan or in the UP? Like people would honestly get mad, or you had to call it a sled. It was either a sled or a snow machine. But if you call it a snowmobile, they'd be like, you're not real. And they'd get all like messed up about it. So stupid. God Kong said, that is not why I liked her. Yes, it is, man. You're really into chicks dressing up as sloths. It's fine. Everyone has their thing. I'm not judging. But I just want to thank you for sharing with a bunch of random people on the internet. I think that's really cool that you did that. All right, we're coming back from timeout here. So they're showing a replay real quick of how Bobby Portis was not playing very good D against Killian Hayes. And he points to himself and says, hey, I should have played better D. So I'm glad he recognizes that as Giannis puts his arm around him, breaking COVID protocol. And we're back in the action here. It's 53-44 Bucks. We're under 6 minutes. And there's another stoppage in play. What the hell is going on? I think this might have just been a clock thing. The flow, man. I hate when games lose flow. Ruins everything. I'd much rather have like nonstop action than a million breaks. Here we go. Try it again. Inbound comes to DJ Augustine working against the rookie Killian Hayes. He's at the top of the key. Passes off to the wing to Drew Holiday. He's going against Wayne Ellington as they find Giannis against the rookie Sadiq Bey. Spin move in the lane. Bucket is good. I believe they called a foul. I don't know if they're going to give him the shot or not. And it looks like they're going to call it on the floor. Giannis is doing his Giannis thing. What? Oh, my God, I was shooting. But they're going to call it on the floor, so no layup, no free throw. And it'll be signed out of bounds. Giannis operating against Sadiq Bey. Tries to cross over at the elbow. Finds DJ Augustine, who then finds Drew Holiday in the corner for a 3-ball. And that's a bucket. Holiday up to 5 points on the day. Augustine with 2 dimes. As we approach the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Hayes is going to work off a pick from Jahlil Okafor, who's in the ballgame for the first time. 3-pointer is missed by Sadiq Bey out of the near side corner. Giannis is going to not shoot a 3. He thought about it and then tried to force a pass in. And they're going to give the turnover to Nora, but that's dumb because it was a stupid pass. Jerami Grant for 3, Brick City. He hasn't hit a 3 since Nam. So it'll be Bucks ball 56-44. Augustine with the head fake, and they're going to call him for a travel on the head fake. You don't see that a ton in the NBA. Usually when it's a head fake and go, they just let him ride. But they're going to call him for moving his pivot foot, and Khris Middleton's going to check in now for the Bucks. He's been out for an extended period. 56-44, 4.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Hayes operating against Augustine. Motion offense. Now he's going to work on a pick from Okafor. Creates space. Hayes dishes off to Ellington. Ellington finds Grant, who's going to work it against Giannis. Floater in the lane falling away from the hoop is no good. Okafor with a box out / stiff arm, able to get the rebound and the putback dunk. So Jahlil Okafor gets 2 points on the board. That's his first appearance in the box score today. Makes it 56-46. Bucks on the day are shooting 56% from the field, which is pretty good. 3-ball from Middleton. No, it is actually a pass in the form of a shot. He saw Giannis with really good position on the smaller Wayne Ellington, able to get the ball to him, and he is fouled. as he attempted the shot, and he's actually going to go down. I think he got poked in the eye. Hopefully it's nothing too serious for him, but he's going to take a minute before we get to those free throws. God Kong says, if we do some advertising about a handsome bachelor on the stream, we could have a lot of girls. We could, I guess. I just don't know where we're going to find a handsome bachelor. Because you're not talking about me. I know that. Chapman wants to run Warzone. I might have deleted it, man. I gotta see if I still have it on my PlayStation. But if we do, I'll play. I'd love to. BH, what's up, man? Welcome to the chat. God Kong says, my favorite part of the NBA is how the last 5 minutes take it half an hour. Yeah, everyone loves that. They're really into that. I'm going to watch you and play on my Switch NBA 2K. Well, Ryan, hope you have a great time, bud. Go Sixers. College basketball games go way quicker. We do those Michigan games, they fly by. I love doing college basketball games. Pete is trending on Twitter because they're saying dairy causes autism. That's awesome. Some might call that hashtag fake news. Giannis nails the free throw. Both of them. He's up to 25 points now here in the first half. Still got just under 4 minutes left in this one. Derrick Rose operating from the top, guarded by Holiday. They're going to work pick and roll game with Okafor, who has the ball at the free throw line, dribble and a spin. Little baby hook shot is off the back of the rim. Rose tried to get it off the board. He could not, and it'll lead to transition for the Bucks. Pistons able to get back on D and slow things down. Giannis will pull from three this time, and he drills it. 28 points for the two-time MVP. He literally cannot be stopped at all in any way, shape, or form. He is very good at basketball. Jerami Grant's going to try to answer back. A little hezzy on Portis in the paint, and he is short on the floater. Battle for the board between Okafor and Giannis, and they're going to call a jump ball. Cham says you should twitch your Apex skills. I'll sub to your. People have talked about, me and my buddies have talked about doing a Twitch because, it's this talking, right? But I'm average. I'm not great, but I don't suck. But I do say pretty funny stuff when I die or kill somebody. I talk a lot of shit. So I think it'd be a pretty good Twitch stream. So we'll see if I can work that in. As Grant fires up a 2-ball from the elbow. So that is good. Cuts the lead to 15, 61-46 here with 2:50 left on the game clock. Middleton driving in, gets the middle of the paint, fires to Augustine on the wing. He gets a pick from Middleton. He's not going to use it. And now it's Giannis against Saddiq Bey. He takes him down into the post. He's going to muscle up, do a turnaround to his left shoulder. Hook shot is good. Rattles him in for 30 points. 30 points for Giannis in the first half of this game. Derrick Rose works a pick from Okafor and is getting into the paint. Holiday with good D, and he finds Wayne Ellington for a wide-open three. And that's a splash from the veteran Ellington. Makes it 63-51. We're at 2:10 on the game clock here. As they're just working on Antetokounmpo right now. Spin move on Bey. Good help defense right there from Grant. Able to knock it loose before Giannis was about to dunk again. That spin move put Bey on his butt. He's just so strong, man. He's incredibly strong. Very long. Likes to sing a song. Hits the bong. There's nothing he can't do. But they just took him out of the game. He's going to rest till halftime. So if the Pistons are going to make a run, now is the time to do it. We got about 2 minutes on the game clock. Detroit trails by 12 points at 63-51 off the inbounds play to Middleton. His step-back jumper is good. Assist goes to DJ Augustine on that one. Extends the lead to 65-51. Middleton up to 9 points on 4 or 5 shooting. Rose and Plumlee running a two-man game. Rose gets into the paint and finds Ellington in the far corner, and he splashes his second straight triple. Both of those shots have hit nothing but nylon, so Wayne Ellington using his veteran presence to make some big shots for the Pistons, trying to keep them in this one. They trail by 11 with 90 seconds remaining here in the first half. Pick from Middleton for Augustine. Nice D there from Bey as he's going to play against Middleton. Couple head fakes, couple dribbles. They work it down low to Portis, who kicks it out to Bryn Forbes. Steps to the side on a dribble. Long two is no good. Rebound, Derrick Rose finds Grant in transition. Ellington with the hot hand. Maybe we'll try to get him for a third time here. Plumlee does, nope. He's going to give it to Derrick Rose. A little hezzy and a floater in the paint. He's going to hit the rim about 6 times, fall out, and the tipped rebound goes to DJ Augustine, who brings it up, sets up the offense. They're going to work it around the horn a little bit. Nice backdoor cut there, but defense was able to recover. Brook Lopez does not throw it away. Bucks doing a good job here, taking their time on this offensive possession. No need to rush it with 40 seconds left. As Drew Holiday picks up a loose ball, able to drive in with the right hand, and a scoop layup is good. Makes it 67-54. How about this play-by-play? Crushing it right now. I love when I know all the players. Makes me happy. Jerami Grant with a quick release 3 as the Pistons go for a 2-for-1. He shot that with 28 seconds left. He missed it long. I think he hit 1 3 early on, but other than that, he's 0 for the day from distance, and he did not shoot the 3-ball well in their last game either. So you don't like to see that. Middleton holding for the last shot here. 5 on the shot clock. Working against Derrick Rose. He gets a pick from Brook Lopez. Nice wraparound pass, but Lopez couldn't handle it. Plumlee picks up the loose ball. 3 seconds on the clock. 2 seconds. Sadiq Bey gets all the way to the cup and lays it in with 1 second left. Forbes gets a good look from 3, and he drills it. Nails it from about 28 feet. They're going to review this. I'm not sure if he got that off in time. He took a dribble with 1.1 second instead of just shooting. So they're going to review it. If it's good, it'll be 70-56. If it's no good, it's 67-56. He did not get that off, so that's not going to count. Great defense there. Great job by Sadiq Bey at the end to get that layup. So it's an 11-point game as we head to halftime. Let's do the comments. Sweezy says, "Sup, Ray." What's up, Sweezy? Oh, so many chats. Ian says, "I'm watching the stream because I bet a $5 on the Pistons winning with a €50 return." You must be like Irish or something with that name, so that's awesome. Yeah, I don't think the Pistons are going to win. 10-1 odds, 5 to win 50. Good luck, man. They're down by 11. We'll see what happens. Do you think college basketball should adopt a 4-quarter game like the NBA? Not really. I mean, I don't think it affects things too much. Like women's basketball runs 4 quarters. They do 4 10-minute quarters. And the games, I work in college sports. The women's game and the men's game both take like the exact same amount of time. So I don't think they really need to switch it up. Both teams have enough timeouts to make it whatever. Plus the media timeouts at 16, 12, 8, and 4. Plenty of time off for guys. They don't need to super rest up or anything. So I like 2 halves. Keeps the action going. AYB Baseball says hi. Hello. Godkong says, "Weren't you and Philip going to make a gaming channel?" That was Ray's dream. He wants to put Phil and Philip together to make that gaming channel. We'll see what happens. Subpar Halo player. That's not true. I'm way better than Ray at Halo 2. I always was, always will be, and he will never admit it, so it's fine. AYB's a Bucks fan, so welcome to the chat, man. It's probably your first time here. Appreciate the new guys stopping by. Feel free to subscribe if you want. I'm sure we'll play the Bucks a few more times this season. But we welcome fans of all sports and teams. This Greek guy's having a good game so far. Yeah, a little bit. It's like he's a back-to-back MVP or something. I don't know. Dustin says, "I live on 9.5 acres, so I've made a track on my property. It's like a giant figure 8 with some decent straightaways. You can hit 60 to 80. That would be pretty wild. I've only ever ridden a snowmobile like 2 or 3 times in my life. They're pretty fun." Giannis is a beast. Yeah, he really is. You into Duke basketball? I'm not. I'm a Michigan fan, and I went to Winthrop University. They're undefeated as well, just like Michigan, if you've ever heard of them, down in South Carolina. Go Eagles, but not a Duke fan. Pistons need to step up in the paint. Now I wish we had Drummond after we were just talking shit about him earlier. Their defensive effort near the rim has been not great. But if you look at it, like Plumlee's never been known for D. Jahlil Okafor certainly has never been known for his D. Isaiah Stewart might be able to play some D, but he's kind of a liability on offense a little bit. So what are you going to do? Like, how do you stop Giannis? And that's why he's so good, man. Not every team can stop him. And that's why he has games like this where he has 30 points at halftime. Let's see. You may not know half the players' names, but you're still better than TNT. That Chuck segment they do, or like what team do they play for, whatever. That's hilarious. Some of those are hard though, man. They're talking about like the 12th man on like the Hawks or something. Like, I might not even know that stuff. So I don't blame him too much. Though at the same time, I thought Ernie said it really well when Chuck was like, "Man, take someone off the street," and he wouldn't know who that was. And then Ernie was like, "Well, you're an NBA analyst on TNT. Maybe you should study up a little bit." So I thought that was pretty funny. Liquid says, "What's up? We're tanking for Cade." First of all, welcome back to the channel. And yeah, man, I mean, we are literally the worst team in the NBA right now as far as the standings go. With only one win and the amount of losses that we have, we are ranked literally 30th out of 30 in the overall standings. But luckily this year, this draft coming up in 2021 is significantly better than the draft from this past season. I think whether you have the 1, 2, or 3 pick, you're going to be going home pretty happy. Obviously, everyone likes Cade Cunningham the most out of Oklahoma State. I think he'd be a great get. But was it Jalen Green, right, for Gonzaga? I think he would also be pretty solid as a player. I was looking at the Pistons Reddit today, and there's a lot of people talking about like, well, we just took Killian Hayes, so would you pass on Green to get someone else for a better fit? At this point, man, I'm just taking talent. Like, I don't think the fit thing is something you really need to worry about for this Pistons team because they're building for the future, and you just need pieces, right? So I don't care who it is, but we really need to get that top 3 pick or make the playoffs. Like, that whole picking 4 through 10 sort of deal, that's miss me on that. So, yeah, man, I would like Cade Cunningham on this team. Dustin says he's got a good trivia question. And Jaime says, "Oh, what the freak, Pistons." Yeah, no, the Bucks are good. Ryan says, "I just put 100 on -3.5 on third quarter." That's not a bad bet, man. I mean, the Pistons aren't hitting shit from outside. All their points have been on layups and free throws. Besides Ellington, he's hit a few threes. But everyone else is struggling from the outside. So the Bucks, I think, are just going to build on this. But, yeah. Now. Let's see. Do you remember from yesterday when I said I love Fortnite, but then I said it was a joke? Yeah, I vaguely recall that. Welcome back to the channel. Gio's a Bucks fan from Indonesia. How does that happen? Big Bucks presence there in Indonesia. You don't see that very often. Do you play basketball? Yeah, man. I play pickup. I work at a college, so during non-COVID times, I'm usually able to get out there and play pickup about twice a week. I played in high school, but yeah, I still try to get out there as much as possible. 3-point specialist. Someday I'll show you guys a video of me shooting a little bit. I'm sure you'll be really impressed. I'm a Bucks fan from NM, New Mexico. That's exciting. I've never been there. Yeah, okay. We got more comments. My thing's not loading. Why is my thing not loading? Ho, 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 ho. Dustin, let's go. Woo, Dustin, he's the best. He's the best. We love Dustin. Before they became the Detroit Pistons, what city did they call home, and what year did they move to Detroit? I can answer the first one. They were the Fort Wayne Pistons, if I'm not mistaken. And they moved there. I have no idea when. Like the 62? I have no clue. God Kong says Arnie's the best part of that show. Yeah, he is. He's an amazing host. And just that show in general, man, it's just so much fun. I love their vibe, their chemistry and all that. They joke. They know what they're talking about usually. And when they don't, Arnie will make fun of them for not knowing. So I think that's really cool. I like the perspective. You know, Chuck and Shaq are both two of the best to ever do it. Really, really cool show, man. God Kong says Pistons are tanking for Brad Davison. Suggs is from Gonzaga. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I said Green, didn't I? Damn it. There's 2 Jalens. It's like, was it Miles and Michael Bridges? I was mixing them up back in 2018, and now there's 2 Jalens, and I'm going to mix them up the entire time. So, yeah. Bucks fan from the UK, Manchester City in the building. Good eye, mate. That's Australian. I'm a moron. Why did I say that? Damn it. Cassidy nailed it with Fort Wayne in 1962. I said that. I swear to God. I swear on everything holy in this world. Like, I'm catching up on the chat. I didn't see his answers, and then I said it on video. So I'm also too smart. I just want you guys to know that. Liquid likes Evan Mobley. He's the kid from USC, I think. I got to catch up on college basketball, man. I'm so behind on that stuff. Let's see. You just need to be mediocre for 20 years and then draft an MVP at 13. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's super easy to do. I'm a Bulls fan, but I still like the Pistons. If this was in the late 1980s, you'd probably get kicked out of your house for saying something like that. Justin says it was 49, but it wasn't the NBA. It was the BAA. All right, so we were both off on the year then. But we got Fort Wayne, so yay us. Talking about my shooting, just like Ray's friends were impressed after the coughs are up. What college do you work at? I work at a place called Rollins in Winter Park, Florida. It's a Division II school. If it was a state champ in Alaska, I sure was. I sure was that. So I just moved in this new place, and I got a bunch of stuff in a box for my mom. And I found my little medals, and we got like a big framed thing from like the governor of Alaska saying thank you for that. I might whip that out later on. Not tonight, but I'll show you guys some Alaska high school state winning stuff if you want to see it. What do we got? Good job, Phil. Thank you, sir. Watching Cade right now against West Virginia. He's looking pretty damn good. Yeah, everything I've heard, and I haven't seen a ton of him, but just everything I hear is like he's a can't-miss type guy. So I would very much like him to join our team. Ryan says he's going to bounce. All right, man. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you so much. I like the Pistons, but I don't like the Pistons. I respect your team. Well, that's nice. It's good to have respect for other opponents. You think's winning the Super Bowl this year? It's got to be the Chiefs. I would take the Chiefs over the field, I think, even though they've had a couple weird games. Like they only beat the Falcons by 3 or whatever, but Mahomes is so good, man. And Tyreek Hill's so good. Kelsey's so good. I'll say it right now. Yeah, let's spark this chat up. Travis Kelce is the best tight end of all time. Travis Kelce is the best tight end of all time. Better than Tony Gonzalez, better than Antonio Gates, better than Eric Ebron. I know a lot of you guys like Eric Ebron. Travis Kelce is the GOAT tight end for sure. State champ in the biggest state. That is true. That's a really good point. I never thought about it like that. Raymond says, good morning. Have a nice day. Always take care of yourself. Be careful. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in the Philippines. Thank you. Raymond, thank you so much, man. I really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you as well. Eli says, are you a Curry fan? I'm a huge Curry fan. Love Curry. 62 points there. Are you kidding me? It is like when he heats up, dude, that's one of the coolest things you can see in sports, knowing that he's going to pull and it's going to go in. And he knows it's going in. The whole arena knows it's going in. And you still can't stop it. He does it like 3-4 times a year. It's awesome. Chris says, surprise Super Bowl Ravens Bucks. Whew. I don't even know if the Ravens are going to beat the Titans, man. Derrick Henry's going to eat. And I don't know. The Ravens just didn't really show it this year. I don't think they look that good. He also says Gronk is the GOAT tight end. God Kong says, stop it. So apparently no one agreed with me. That's real sad. I'm caught up. That's it. That's the chat. Excuse me. I swear it's not COVID. Oh, what a game. Giannis has 30 points. Middleton, 8 boards. DiVincenzo, 6 dimes. Lopez has 2 blocks. Holiday has 2 steals. So the Bucks doing lots of, spreading the wealth with the stats. Ellington leads the Pistons with 11. Plumlee with 7 boards and 5 dimes to lead Detroit in this one. We're 2.5 minutes away from picking it back up. The Bucks lead 67-56. And the way they were playing at the end of the half they're probably going to add to that here in the third quarter. And for the sake of dude in the chat who put $100 on it, hopefully they get 4 more points than Detroit. But then Detroit comes back and wins. That's what we want. For my European guy who bet $5 or €5 on the Pistons to win. So we want everyone to win. Okay? Bucks win the third quarter. Pistons win the game. Let's do it. Cassie says Bucks all the way to the Super Bowl. I mean, they got that receiving core. Their defense sucks balls, man. They don't play any type of D in Tampa. Kittle will be the GOAT when it's all said and done. That boy can't stay on the field. He gets hurt. And he doesn't have a quarterback. Jimmy G sucks. I think Beathard, he's the answer. I don't. No shot. He's a good player, though. Saw your channel on my recommendations yesterday, and ever since I've been binge watching. Hey, let's go. You love to see that. That's my man Ray on all the good stuff. I only do the streams. Ray's the one who does all the magic and makes all the edited videos. So He was in the chat earlier. He might be coming back later, but I will pass along the very nice thing you just said about his videos. I'm sure that'll hype him up. I want Chiefs and Steelers to get eliminated before the Super Bowl. Why? See, like, to me, the Chiefs are a fun team to watch. I know they're getting into that territory of being annoying. Their fans are getting way too confident, right? But at least they're fun to watch. So I don't mind if they do well because they sling the rock, million yards, all the points. Give all that to me, right? It's all like the Patriot teams. I never liked watching them win. Steelers are boring. Like, I hate defense. I think defense is stupid. So just give me points and yards, and the Chiefs are the best at that. So I want the Chiefs to win. Their defense sucks. That's not what I saw. No, it's bad. I don't know what you saw. Maybe that you've only seen one game. You've only seen one game. They're not good. Cassidy really wants a story. Oh, but the game starts in 25 seconds. I'm not going to be able to get it done, so I apologize. Maybe next time. Got to keep you hanging here. Phil, when are you going to be in a video? I don't know if Ray's going to let me. Like, that's dangerous territory. Though if we do like another guy on trial one, maybe I'll be the judge. I'll go buy a wig or something and send him my pieces of the video, and he can edit it all together. But I don't know. I'll do basketball and baseball stuff. Those are my two main sports. I don't know anything about football. Like, here I am talking about the Bucks don't have defense. I don't even know if that's true. I'm just trying to sound confident with something. I don't actually know if I am correct. But basketball and baseball, I'm very confident in just about everything I say. So maybe I'll do some basketball and baseball stuff for us. Math Kid's going to officially subscribe, and we thank you, sir. Very much so. Tampa defense has such a high ceiling that they don't show up against some of the good teams. That's fair. Franzi. Oh, I was riding him last night, baby. He's my guy. So much better than his brother. Franz, he's nasty. He's an athlete. Does it all. Love to see it. I told myself I wasn't going to say that today. Sorry. Defense over. No, false. I miss Antonio McDyess. Peter bringing the random McDyess reference. Woo pig. Go Arkansas. No, he went to Alabama. Damn it. Roll Tide. Hey, first play of the second half. Mason Plumlee gets an alley-oop dunk. Assist to Wayne Ellington. Chapman likes the Kelsey pick. So I like Chapman. You see when sparked 60 points last night. Yeah, it was all because of me. I inspired Steph Curry. He's great. We're back in the action here, so I'm going to call some games. I'll get caught up on chats here in a second. The Bucks missed their first shot of the second half, and then on our second possession, Sadiq Bey missed a 3, rebound to Brook Lopez. He gets it ahead to Giannis. Grant is going to take the charge successfully. Giannis can't believe it. He's going to walk back on the defensive end with an angry look on his face. He did put his shoulder down. That was a pretty good call, actually. Bold move there by Grant. He got called for 2 fouls early on, and then he did not get called in the second quarter, so he still only has 2 fouls, so it's not too bad. Giannis getting a little overly aggressive on that one. Sadiq Bey's working against Brook Lopez. Killian Hayes calling for a pick. Drew Holiday just strips him clean. Middleton hits him with a bounce pass, and he gets the transition layup. Here's the thing, Rook. Killian Hayes, who's actually hurt, so now I'm not going to be mean to him anymore. But, like, he's trying to get all fancy against Drew Holiday. He's one of the best on-ball defensive guards in the league. He's seen whatever move you're about to do, he's seen it. I promise. And he poked that away so easy. Was able to get a layup in transition, but Hayes is actually still on the ground. I couldn't tell. He's not, like, crying or yelling or anything. He's just laying on the ground. I don't know if he landed on his hand or his shoulder or his arm. Let's see. Here's the first replay. He stumbled. There's a bounce pass from Middleton to Holiday, and he kind of dove on the floor after it. So now I'm kind of worried because there wasn't a lot of contact. I really hope that's not like a knee or an ankle popping out of place or some shit. That would be really bad. It looks like they're working on his right leg. I don't know. Stoppage in play right now, but this is not great. Whew. Let's see what we got. I liked watching the Patriots. I just hate that Brady got all the credit. I mean, he got a lot of credit, but I feel like Belichick got a ton too. It's all the other guys who never got any credit. Cassie says, I think TB12 will play one more year just to try and get 2 with a different team. At least I'm going to get 1, though, so that's a problem. Justin says, Franz is better than Mo. He gets it. Have you heard of Flight Reacts? I have not. I miss watching Ersan Ilyasova take charges. Ersan was a beast back in the day. If you watch any of Flight's videos, you'll get frustrated with any of his sports takes. Simple. So I don't know if I'm going to go tune into Flight Reacts or not. I guess it's Flight Reacts, not Reacts. There's a slight difference. 2 different words. Cassie says Franz is better all around. He sure is. Dustin says, I'm with you on that. Does Gronk stay through and can AB remain media quiet, no drama? I doubt that. I really doubt that. This is my first time watching the channel. I'm really liking the channel. Hey, man, well, we really like having you. Thank you so much for stopping by. The chat's usually pretty active, pretty fun. We've got a lot of returners who like to tune in with us almost every single time. So shout out to our great follower fan base. And even if you're not a fan of the teams, man, feel free to subscribe and stop by every once in a while. We'll treat you right. We like to have fun on here. The biggest thing, though, for all the newcomers, we always have to say this, is like if you're coming here for only sports content or only play-by-play, like you're not going to get that. We go off on tangents. We do a lot of entertainment more so than sports coverage. I do about 2 minutes of research before I start every day. So that's about all you're going to get from me. Everything else just comes off the top of the dome. So hopefully you still keep enjoying it. But if you're looking for like that hardcore play-by-play and research and stuff, you're not going to find it here. Kamali Smith says Flight is so funny. So now I do want to go check him out now. If he's funny and talks about NBA stuff, then I'll definitely go check that out. First time here, did you only do FanDuel or DraftKings? I do. I have a group of friends. We do a daily $2 buy-in basketball league. Literally, we do it every single day. It's actually funny. I was kind of thinking about this earlier on. If anyone in the chat wants to play like one-on-one FanDuel, it's my last name, Chinnery, Chinnery. Chinnery is my username on FanDuel. If you guys want to challenge, I'll do one-on-one or whatever, and we can make something happen. We're back in the action, so hold chat. There was a turnover as DeLon Wright is in the game for the first time today, gets a steal on a bad pass from Brook Lopez, brings it up the floor, and he is going to find Plumlee, who fakes a pass to the cutting Wright, and then he is fouled by Jrue Holiday. Goodness gracious. Let me take this off the thing. 69-60, the Pistons have cut into this lead. It's now down to single digits. We're under 10 minutes left here in the third quarter. As they're showing Blake Griffin on the bench, he is out for rest of his knee tonight. Sure, he'll be back in action on Wednesday. Saddiq Bey misses another 3. He actually came into this game shooting 50% from range, and he is not doing that tonight, I promise. I don't know what his numbers are, but he's missed a ton of 3s. That percentage is going to go down. Middleton with a turnover, another bad pass. That's his 4th turnover of the game. Milwaukee's turnover is about the only reason the Pistons are still in this game because they've been dominating on offense, but they've also given the ball away probably, I would guess probably 12 times, mostly on bad passes, which is kind of weird to see. As Jerami Grant hits a really awkward bank shot. He kind of floated in midair, tough angle, with a hand in his face, but he called glass and cashed that check. 69-62, but Brook Lopez answers back with a 3-pointer. Giannis on the assist. Makes it a 10-point game, 72-62. See what the Pistons can do to answer back here as we approach the 9-minute mark here in the third quarter. Jerami Grant feeling himself. He's working against Giannis right now. Hands it off to Bey as they set up the offense. Now it's Grant from the wing. He's going to pull up for a long 2, clanks back rim. Plumlee got a hand on the rebound, but it went to Middleton, so the Bucks are going to bring it up the court. He gets a pick from Giannis. He's going to pull up from 3 and cash that from distance. So back-to-back 3-pointers for the Bucks extends their lead to 75-62. Wayne Ellington working against DiVincenzo. He's going to find DeLon Wright after a pick from Plumlee. Wright operating against Jrue Holiday. Never an easy task. Dribbles to the free throw line, finds Mason Plumlee for 3 from the far corner. So if you're the Pistons, you're down 13. You've got Mason Plumlee shooting 3-pointers. He missed it. Rebound to the Bucks, and they turn it over on another bad pass. This was Giannis tried to feed Middleton on a cut. Missed him. And then the Pistons give it right back on a bad pass. DeLon Wright with the turnover, and Middleton is fouled before he can get the shot off as they slow down that fast break. This is a sloppy game. Both sides of the ball, both teams, really bad passes. You hate to see it. Chris says the Bucks need a better bench to be able to compete. They're not consistent and don't match with any of the other contenders' bench. They are extremely thin. Their starting five is really good. Their bench is soft. I agree. DeLon Wright snags a rebound off a long miss from Milwaukee as the Pistons try to cut into this lead yet again. Grant wants Giannis one-on-one, but now it's a pick from Plumlee. And he'll throw up a floater from the elbow. Misses that one. He is not hitting many shots today. He's going to tank that percentage pretty bad. Rebound is tipped around. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be Bucks ball as Mikhailiuk comes in for Wayne Ellington. Ellington had the most points for the Pistons at halftime. He had 11. Yet to score in the third quarter. So I don't know if he's still the leading scorer or not. We're at 7:20 on the game clock. Really nice pass there from Khris Middleton to a cutting Giannis. And with his length, he's able to stretch out his left hand and lay it in. Really, really good pass. Giannis up to 32 on the night. 32 of the 77 points for Milwaukee. As Wright bangs into the paint. Saddiq Bey from the top of the key operating against the Greek Freak. He's going to drive in. It looked like he traveled. They didn't call it. Grant with a dribble drive. He's stymied. And then Plumlee drives, and that pass is deflected by Holiday. The Bucks' defense is disgusting. They're so long. They know what they're doing. They've been playing together for years now, right? So, that helps so much. It's so underrated when your unit has been together for a while, and you can kind of rotate and know where your guys are going to go without saying anything, and knowing that your teammates have your back to slide over and help out or whatever. And then everyone's just long as hell. So, yeah. I wish we had that. Plumlee's going to operate on Lopez, spin move and a turnaround jumper in the paint. And he misses that one. Or are they going to call something else? Everyone's walking back. They called shot clock turnover. So he didn't get it off in time. Another turnover for the Pistons. You'll have to see it. Real quick, Philip says, do you use milk or water to make instant oatmeal? I don't think I've ever had oatmeal in my life. That's a God's honest truth. I don't remember ever making it. I don't remember eating it as a kid. I was always a cereal guy. Never messed with oatmeal. Brook Lopez for three from the corner. Rims out on him as Grant able to fly in and secure the rebound. Pistons really need to do something quickly. They're down by 15. Their third quarter has not been very strong. As Wright's going to drive in, find Mikhailiuk in the corner. Back to Wright. He clanks a three off the side of the rim. Rebound to Holiday. He brings it up, finds it Giannis working against Demboya in the post. They're going to double down with Grant. He's trapped in the corner right now. He tries to throw it off Demboya's leg. It stays in bounds. Grant was able to pick it up, but they blew a whistle, it looks like. And if they call the foul on that, that's going to be stupid. Out of bounds, they said, I think. Okay. Demboya was out of bounds when Giannis hit him with the ball, is what happened. So we're good. 9 seconds on the shot clock. And the pass is stolen by Svi. He gets it to Demboya, and he's going to throw down the two-hand slam on the fast break and then stop to tie his shoe. The dunk is good, but Milwaukee attacking with a loose shoe on Sekou. DJ Augustin now operating the offense. He's going to pull up for three from the far side wing and nail it. Long distance shooting for Milwaukee, definitely turning up here in the second and third quarters. They now have an 80-64 lead with 5 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pistons trying to do something on offense, but they are looking pretty stagnant as we speak. Isaiah Stewart sets a pick for Wright, who's able to drive in and Euro step for an easy floater for 2 points. Those are his first 2 points of the game. He actually didn't even play in the first half, not that I remember. Kind of weird. He's been getting pretty good minutes for this Pistons team. As Middleton tries to shake and bake and shoot a three, Grant able to block the three-point attempt and leak out for the fast break dunk. Stewart on the assist there. Nice defensive play there from Jerami Grant. It's 13 turnovers for Milwaukee compared to 9 for the Pistons. Bucks bring it back down court. Middleton's going to find his buddy Giannis in the post. They double down with Grant and Demboya, and a whistle is blown. There is a technical foul. They didn't say why. I bet there's 98 comments. I'm going to try to do one real quick while the clock stops. Oh, boy. I just freaking went to the bottom. Just wait until Michigan loses to Rutgers, and the stream gets really fun. We would never lose to Rutgers, I promise. I can't believe Ray deleted that football game. That was like the best play calling I've ever done in my life. Tosh says, yes, sir. Yeah, man, we'll do it on that FanDuel for sure. Very Rare says milk. It makes it taste better. Talking about oatmeal in the chat. That's big. Middleton with the alley-oop attempt on Antetokounmpo, and good D there from Demboya as the ball is tipped out of bounds. So it's 81-68 here with 4:38 left on the game clock. I feel like there hasn't been a timeout since Nam. My mouth is getting a little parched here. And that's an easy two on the alley-oop on the out-of-bounds play to Giannis. I don't know why I just said Giannis. It's Giannis. 2 more points around. He's up to 34 on the night. Bucks have 46 points in the paint, almost doubling up the 24 of the Pistons. They have a 15-point lead as Derrick Rose operates a spin move around the pick. He airballs a floater. So Derrick Rose not exactly locked in today. Giannis gets the board, thinking about a three. Grant's challenging him, and Giannis says, okay, and splashes it nothing but nylon. That boy is locked in tonight. 37 points right now. Good night. Svi for three, and he misses. They do call a foul. I don't know if that's going to be an offensive illegal pick or if it was a foul on the shot. No, it was a foul on DJ Augustine, so I think Svi's going to shoot some free throws here. Kate is destroying WVU right now. It's a future Piston, baby. Let's go. Surprising this game isn't out of reach yet. Now, you said that 9 minutes ago, so maybe it wasn't an 18-point game when you said that, but it's starting to get there. Svi does hit the three this time, so he's up to 10 points on the day, which is weird because I don't remember him scoring at all, but it's now 86-71 with 3:40 left on the clock. I'm going to call a foul on Demboya. Thanasis. Am I saying that right? Thanasis. Giannis' brother is now in the game for Milwaukee. He draws the foul. So, Bucks starting to clear the bench a little bit here. Chris says, I want to ask any thoughts on the college football championship. Yeah, man. Ray, who is usually the host of this channel, he is doing a preview video coming up, and then we are actually going to stream the college football playoff on this channel, even though it's not a Michigan team, because we would never be in the championship. But we're going to live stream the game next Monday as well, so hopefully you'll stop in for that. But I personally think Alabama is going to dominate. Ray thinks Ohio State's going to beat Alabama, so that'll be real interesting to see. Turnover out of bounds for Khris Middleton. He has 6 turnovers on the day, not taking care of the ball at all. And on cue, the ball goes out of bounds off a tipped rebound off the Pistons, so it'll be Milwaukee ball again as we approach the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. 15-point lead, 86-71, the Bucks lead. Middleton working against Grant. 2 dribbles and a fadeaway jumper is buttery smooth. Middleton up to 15 points now. DJ Augustine with the dime, 5 dimes for DJ. And they will take a timeout at the 3-minute mark here. It is 88-71 in the third. Not a play-by-play chat, but a great convo chat watching one of Michigan's teams. That's right, Dustin. That's why we're here, baby. We're just hanging out. I need Rose and Grant to turn out. Rose isn't doing shit today. Grant isn't either. He's missed a ton of shots, or at least he's shooting. Rose does not look good. The Bucks aren't bad. That is correct. Bucks have been turning it over like crazy since the bubble. Yeah, a little loose with it. I like these Heat jerseys. Are they the new the pink and blue ones? I know they redid them. Like they faded them side to side, I'm pretty sure. I'm not watching. I can't see it or anything. But I think I saw a preview of it a couple weeks ago. Those do look pretty sick. This is truly 2 NBA teams, the best players in the world going at it. Oh, yeah, nothing's better than Bucks Pistons for sure. I missed the bench mob from the Celtics series a couple years ago. George Hill and Pat Connaughton taking over. It's always fun when you have a good bench, man. Like, you can tell, like, when they vibe with each other and, like, they can be electric, score some points, that sort of thing. That's always fun to see. What do we got? Just noticed Phil's rocking an Angels hat. Let's go, baby. I like to mix up the lids every once in a while. Can't always wear Detroit stuff, right? I'm trying to attract Angels viewers to our Pistons channel, so duh. Jim Harbaugh might get an extension. Thoughts on that? I think that's a terrible idea. I did see the Chargers fired their coach today, and Jim Harbaugh used to live in San Diego. Get him out of here. Please leave Michigan. Go take the Chargers job. Be gone. I don't want him anymore. How are you going to give him an extension when he hasn't done shit? Pisses me off, man. I was told Jim was on the plane today going to Cali. Cassie's got that inside scoop. He's always dropping these insider tips for us in the chat, so that'd be real nice. Conley says, I'm so upset Ray deleted. Dude, my two best calls were the Falcons game and the Rutgers game, and he deleted them because I dropped one F-bomb in each one. We had so many views on those, and they were super exciting games, and I was super hammered drunk when I called them, and now I can never watch them, and it makes me sad. Hey, Ray's back. Actual humans review your channel when you're up for monetization. It was worth the risk, Ray. It was. It would have vaulted us to the top of the YouTube charts. We'd have more followers now if those videos still existed. That's all I'm saying. M-Box or M-Bison. I understand the reference on Street Fighter action there. Raul Julia in 1994's Street Fighter, based on the video game series, of course. Jean-Claude Van Damme playing a great Guile. Oh, what a movie. We're back in action here. Rose with a spin move driving in, able to spin one in off the board. That's that MVP type shot when you're just throwing English off the backboard and it goes in. He's up to 10 points on the day. 88-73, 15-point game with under 3 minutes to go. Bobby Portis checks into the game and checks 2 points into the box score. A nice feed there from DJ Augustine. 8 points for Portis, 6 dimes for DJ. This will be Grant for three. He's finally able to make one from distance. He hit the front of the rim, got the shooter's bounce as it rolled in for him. He's up to 16 points. Derrick Rose on the assist. That's his fourth of the game. So whoever asked for the help in the chat, you just got 5 straight points from your two guys. Mikhailu with the board, he's going to walk it up as Derrick Rose taking his time getting across half court without the ball. Now receives it, and he'll set up the offense. We're under 10 on the shot clock. Grant working against Thanasis. Pull-up jumper is well short. Rebound to Middleton. I don't have stats in front of me. I got to assume Grant's shooting about 30% today. Bryn Forbes with a step to the side three-pointer. Goes right past Derrick Rose. Assist from Khris Middleton on that one. Big shot from the former Spur. Isaiah Stewart sets the pick for Rose. Gets in the paint. Spin move. And the up and under is good. So Derrick Rose, knowing what he needs to do is get to the paint and finish. He's doing well with that, man. The jump shot's not really there today, but when he's driving in, being aggressive, he's making points count. So you like to see that. Now it's Middleton going against Doumbia in the post. Tries an up and under. Good D there from the Frenchman. Forces him to kick it out to Bryn Forbes, who's going to pull a three from the top of the key. Looks like his shot was blocked. It was by Jerami Grant. And then with 1 second on the shot clock, Thanasis grabs the board, and they're going to call Isaiah Stewart for a foul with 1 second on the shot clock. So that sucks. Middleton's going to sit for the final minute of the third quarter here. 93-78. We got 58 seconds on the game clock. And Thanasis is going to shoot some free throws. Let's do chats while he shoots. Chris says Bama 38-24. Way more points, dude. It's going to be like 50-46 or something. What do we got? Ray says 34-31. That's not enough points. And OSU's not going to win. 28-14. That might be the score at the end of the first quarter, bud. Come on. YouTube banned my last account. Why? The president's talking right now. Who the hell cares about the Bucks? Cool comment. Christian Wood is popping off. Why didn't we re-sign him? Because 3 years, $41 million was too much, apparently. So stupid. I took him in fantasy, though, in FanDuel today. So I hope he goes for 1 million points and 1,000 rebounds. The Bucks aren't going to win the championship again. The Lakers are going to repeat. I don't think the Lakers repeat. I think someone else will win. Who? I don't know, but not the Lakers. Thanasis hits both free throws. Pistons missed a shot. Bryn Forbes takes it back the other way, misses a layup. Ball out of bounds. Pistons retain possession. We got 93-78 with 44 seconds left in this one. As Rose is going to go against Forbes. As the Pistons need some points here. They trail by 15. He's going to pull up for a three from the wing and misses everything except the far side of the backboard. That was disgusting to look at. Rebound goes to the Bucks, and they're going to use a timeout before the end of the quarter. Should be a quick one. Dodd Kong shouting out everybody. Remember to subscribe. I guess I don't say that enough. I'm supposed to do that as a host. Hey, guys, if you like Michigan or Detroit sports teams, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you. So there's that. The only reason Jim hasn't signed the extension is because he's seeing all these NFL jobs, and that's probably smart. I mean, I would much rather have an NFL job than a college job, I think. If I were him, he's a much better NFL coach than he was college coach. That's for sure. Cassie says 38-21 Bama. Chargers had a winning record, and he gets fired. That was pretty sad. I thought he did a pretty good job, man. That was a young team with very low expectations. Rookie quarterback starting. After their trainer stabbed their first starting quarterback, punctured his lung. That was crazy. Rookie quarterback, and they did that well. Why are you going to fire him? That's kind of BS. I would take that guy on the Lions. I don't even know his name, but I thought he was a pretty good coach. Let's see. Wood did not want to play for the Pistons. A woman who wants a divorce, you can't force her to stay married to you. Yeah, that was a weird thing with his whole woman situation. Theonis, not Thanasis. It's spelled Thanasis. Theonis. Got it. I will never mess that up ever again. All right. 20 seconds left here. Giannis is back in this one. He's going to operate from the top of the key. He's going against Isaiah Stewart. Bryn Forbes sets the pick in the paint, and they're going to call Forbes for a moving screen as he was trying really hard to set a pick on Isaiah Stewart. If you guys don't know Bryn Forbes, he looks like he's about 6'2", 6'3". No, yeah, he might be like 6'4", but he's certainly not as big as Isaiah Stewart, so I wouldn't want to set a pick on him either. So he was really trying to gear up and like push into him there. They called the foul on him. So with 15 seconds left, it'll be Pistons ball as they try to get the last bucket of the quarter. A Rose going against Theonis at the top of the key. He slings over to the corner. Demboya with the head fake, able to drive in. He is fouled on the play. So he'll have 2 free throws coming up with 5.8 on the clock. Robert says the Pistons are going to come back and win this game. If the Pistons come back and win this game, I'll give everyone in the chat $2 on Venmo. I know, big money. 20-point lead means absolutely nothing to the Bucks. I've seen they got to get erased in 5 minutes, so it's back-to-back negative comments towards Milwaukee. That's real interesting. Let's see. First free throw is a bucket from the Frenchman. Every time people expect a shootout, it's a low-scoring game. I do get that vibe. I get that vibe a lot. 9-6 Ohio State. Yes, that is good. Both free throws were good by Sekou, and then Giannis brings it up, gets a bounce pass in to Bryn. No, sorry, that is Nwora. Hits the reverse layup with 0.3 on the clock. So that'll make it 97-80 as we head into the fourth quarter. That was a really nice play there from Milwaukee. Nice pass from Giannis. Giannis is straight boo-boo. I'm sorry. He's got like 38 points. Is Giannis playing? Yes, he's dominating. Hey, Dustin. Thank you, sir. Says, Phil, you're doing a great play-by-play as well as hitting up the comments. I got OSU 49, Bama 45. First of all, thank you very much. We appreciate it. I like your score. I would reverse it. I don't know what's the line on the game. I can't imagine it's too crazy. Probably like 7-8 points, I would think. So I don't know if Bama's going to cover that, especially after Ohio State beat the hell out of Clemson like they did as 7.5-point dogs. But I think there's going to be a ton of points scored in that game. There has to be, right? So, yeah, again, give me Alabama 50 plus, to call it like 52 to 45 or something like that. That was scary, not being able to actually watch the game, but got that money. Yeah, dude, 3.5, right? So 97.80. I wonder. I don't have it in front of me. Okay, yeah, they won it by 6, 30 points to 24. So you had it anyway, but that layup definitely helped, obviously. What if they had hit that full court 3? Because then they would have only had 3 more points in the quarter. That would have been scary. That's big payday from Ryan. Congratulations. I'll give you a round of applause on that. That's ballsy, man. $100 on a random quarter to win it. Love it. Ready to take care of Dustin here. We're going to have trivia with Dustin as a new feature on the channel. That's exciting. Man, I wish Michigan Ohio State didn't get canceled. No, dude. Like, oh, we were going to be so hyped for that. And honestly, like, I bet we would have had a couple hundred, like, concurrent viewers. I bet we would have broke 10K on the video. That would have been huge for us, man. Like, win or lose, no matter what, whether it was a blowout, we would have Ohio State people coming in and talk shit. If it was a close game, we'd have Michigan people coming in to support. Like, it would have been huge. And then they pulled it out from under us, and it's real sad. 24-28. That's not enough points. I want to see Ryan Day put up triple digits. Dude, 100 points is a lot. What's 98 is 14 touchdowns. 14 touchdowns get you to 98. And that's still not 100. So it's 14 touchdowns and a field goal. That's 15 possessions in a game, and you have to score in all of them. I don't know if 100 points is ever going to happen. Here we go again with concurrent viewers. I don't say it like Ray does. I think that's probably the first time I've said it in a couple of weeks. So I apologize for my vernacular and vocabulary. Hey, the game's back. 97-80 as Derrick Rose hits a floater in the paint. Nice shot there. He's up to 14 on the game, makes it 97-82. As the Pistons trying to make this one respectable if possible. DiVincenzo fires up a 3. He bricks it short off the rim. Rebound Demboya. And he's going to take it all the way into the post before he kicks it out to Rose for 3 from the corner. He barely hits the rim. His jump shot does not look good. His drives and floaters and layups are awesome. His shots look terrible. Nwora tries to Euro step, but he Euro floated, and that's a travel. Can't do that, bud. So that'll be a turnover again, his second of the game. Pistons ball. Two-man game, Rose and Doumbia. They find Stewart down in the post. Brook Lopez not even putting a body on him in the post, daring him to shoot. He doesn't, though. He hands it off to Wayne Ellington, who hits the turnaround jumper from about 16 feet. 13 points now for the Tar Heel. Makes it 97-84 as the Pistons showing some life late in this one. Giannis is going to pull from 3 and miss everything. He hit the far side of the backboard on that one. One of the worst jump shots I've ever seen in my life. DiVincenzo with the hustle play able to get the offensive board. And they're going to call an offensive foul? He put a little shoulder into Derrick Rose, but come on, man. That's an NBA. No, stop. That's bad. That's really bad. Anyway, turnover for Dante. Nice job by Derrick Rose, the seasoned vet. And speaking of Rose, he's going to pull up from the elbow and hit a mid-range jump shot. It is now an 11-point ball game, folks. Depending on where you do your sports gambling, the Pistons are covering right now. They've scored 6 straight points, and Milwaukee's going to use a timeout as they fear the comeback of the Detroit Pistons. Dustin says, I feel bad as a huge Michigan fan to see us not play Ohio State and the first time in over 100 years. It is real sad. Like, even when we get beat down, you can still get hyped up for it. Like, it's tradition, you know? I miss it. Ray and Godcom arguing about C words. So that's fun. Oh, man. Do you know when the Bucks win, you win? You can get a free small Frosty at Milwaukee area Wendy's anytime the Milwaukee Bucks are victorious. So that's great. NBA scoreboard, Sixers beat the Hornets 118-101. Magic beat the Cavs 103-83. You know what's awesome about that is I put money on the Magic to win against the Cavs 2 days ago, and they freaking lost. And then today they win by 20 when I don't have any action on it. Heat beat the Thunder by 28. Pacers are leading the Pellies 84-80. Rockets and Mavericks 75-70 in the third quarter. And that's all I got for now. NBA is weird, man. I will say this. I enjoy the scheduling we have. There's games every day, and then most teams are playing every other day at a minimum, if not back-to-backs. So I'm loving the action as they try to cram a 72-game season into not a lot of time. Hopefully that won't affect injuries too much or anything, but I really enjoy all the action for sure. Good teams win, great teams cover. Yes, sir. That's the tag of every sports book in Vegas. This guy going to win his 223 bet? No. 97.86 is 183. So he would need 41 points in the last 10 minutes of the game. 20 points per team over 10 minutes is 2 points a minute. It doesn't actually sound that crazy, but both teams have to score 2 points a minute for the rest of the game for that to happen. So maybe. It'll be close. It's always close. God Kong says, I already gamble my emotional state on these games. That's enough. It's true. I try not to get too invested. For like Pistons stuff, I'm not invested here. I just enjoy watching. But Lions, I was pretty into that until they started sucking, and then I kind of lost the passion. But early on, when games matter, like the Bears game when Swift dropped that ball, I was really sad about that. Ryan is going for the over here. So, I don't know. The way I broke it down, man, if there's 10 minutes, 2 points a minute, and both teams have to, that's not bad. Doesn't seem out of the realm of possibility. As Holiday is going to turn it over, stripped by Ellington as they try to run a fast break. There should have been a travel call. There wasn't. Demboya picks up the loose ball, flips it at the backboard, hits nothing. So that's a miss. Then Giannis in transition is fouled on his layup attempt. So opportunity for 2 free throws for Giannis. Really, really ugly transition basketball right there. Just no control over the ball. This has been a sloppy game, man. A lot of weird bad passes. No, like, really amazing offense to watch. The over right now, live betting is 229. So, yeah, not in terrible shape, to be honest. But the way these teams are just turning it over, that's what concerns me. Is Giannis clanks a free throw. He missed the hell out of that thing off the front rim. Especially if it turns into blowout, right? You need to sit. You need to live in that 8 to 12 point range. That way the starters are going to stay in and keep playing. If they start clearing bench because it's a 20-point game, that's when you start getting worried about the over-under. So for your sake and the Pistons' sake, as Giannis misses terribly another free throw, but Bryn Forbes is going to hook you up with a 3-pointer off the offensive rebound. So 3 points. At this point, I'm just cheering for Ryan. I want Ryan to hit this over. So that's what we're rooting for in the chat and on this live stream. Let's go. We're going to get hyped anytime a basket's scored. Meanwhile, it's 100-86. Milwaukee leads the Pistons. As Derrick Rose is operating against Holiday, he's going to kick it all the way back to the top of the key. Demboya for 3, hits back rim, rebound Giannis. He's going to bring it up himself with his super strides, and he is fouled by Sekou. Ugh. God Kong says, my favorite brand of basketball is the 2000 Spurs and Pistons. That was the most boring shit of all time. Those final scores were like 84-78. No one wants to see that, I promise. So boring. Hard pass on that. Packers Goat says Giannis going off. He is, man. He's definitely going to get 40 in this game. Dante, the layup attempt in the paint, it got deflected over the backboard by Isaiah Stewart on the block. I don't know how the physics of that worked out, but he sent it going a pretty long way. God Kong says, oh, I missed Brogdon and his free throws. Malcolm Brogdon, super underrated player. I love Malcolm Brogdon. for the Virginia Cavalier, current pacer. Big Brogdon guy. Cassidy says, let's go, Ryan. Let's go points. Make Ryan rich. Chapman likes Giannis right now. He's going off. Too bad he can't hit free throws. Those last 2 free throws were boring. Or not boring, terrible. Brook Lopez finds Holiday from the wing for 3, and that's cash. Makes the score 103-86. So it was an 11-point game with momentum for the Pistons. And since then, the Bucks have gone on an 8-0 run as they take control late in this one. Rose with the floater is good. They call a foul, and I believe they're going to count the bucket as well. So a 3-point play opportunity for Derrick Rose coming up. Gakong says that's perfect. Triple digits don't belong in basketball. Okay. And I hate boring free throws. Well, stop making fun of me, and maybe I'll agree with you. You should live stream play-by-play of the Super Bowl. It's in the realm of possibility, man. We're going to do the college football championship next Monday. Rose hits the free throw, by the way, so that's good. So even though it's not Michigan teams, we're going to do the college football thing, see how that turns out. And if we get decent traffic off of it, there might be potential to do big games like that. I don't think we would ever do anything where we're every week or something, we're doing a random good matchup, because we really are trying to build a Michigan brand with this channel. But for big games, Super Bowl, championship, stuff like that, I wouldn't mind streaming those. Something happened to the Bucks. I don't know what it was. And then Jerami Grant just missed a jump shot. In transition, Giannis leaks out, gets a really nice outlet pass from Holiday. He's up to 39 points on the made layup. It's 105-89. Milwaukee leads. Justin says, I got to take care of my kids. See y'all for the Minnesota game on Wednesday. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you so much again for the super chats, obviously, but for just hanging out, man. You're always here supporting us. We truly appreciate it. And have a terrific rest of your Monday night, man. Enjoy the snow in the Upper Peninsula. Brook Lopez, 4-3 from the corner is a bucket. Makes the score 108-91. So it's a 17-point game. A lot of points being scored. That over is looking tasty. It'll be Rose gets a pick from Isaiah Stewart at the top of the key against Holiday. Rose with space in front of Brook Lopez, able to bank it in high off glass. He's up to 21 points on the game. A bulk of that's come here in the second half. Derrick Rose looking pretty sharp, trying to keep his team in this one. They're down by 15 at the 7:15 mark remaining in the game. He gets a hand on Holiday's dribble. Holiday able to collect it, though. Kicks it to the top of the key. That's another made three-pointer for the Bucks. They are on fire from deep right now. Khris Middleton on that one. DiVincenzo gets the assist. My goodness gracious. They're hitting everything. It's 111-93. So we're at, 204. So you need 20 more points in 6 minutes and 50 seconds to hit. As Grant cashes a three top of the key. Let's go. Oh, this is exciting rooting for points. I like points. Makes it 111-96. Holiday working to Giannis in the middle of the paint. He is fouled by Wayne Ellington before he can get the shot off. Giannis got MVP on this game. Yeah, no, this is definitely his best performance of the season. He came out on a mission. I mean, who's going to stop him on the Pistons, honestly, right? And he knew that. I think the coaches knew that, and he has just torched us all game long. Really, really impressive stuff. Is the plan to stay Michigan or expand eventually? I think we're going to just stick Michigan, man. Ray used to have his own channel where he did like all sports, and he says it kind of burned him out. And I'd believe it, man. Just doing this channel, like I can see how much work it is. If we made enough money and did this full time, I'd 100% be down for a full sports channel. But I still got to work a real job once winter break ends at my school and all that stuff. So for now, it's just going to be Michigan stuff, and hopefully those teams will get good soon. Yeah. Another foul on Isaiah Stewart there. So the Bucks will retain possession. Hey, what's good? Cool sports in the building. Appreciate you stopping by, man. Let's see what that Giannis avatar. I'm assuming you're a Bucks fan, so thanks for swinging through. Appreciate you stopping by. Who's your favorite NBA team? Me personally, I don't have a favorite NBA team. I just love the sport, man. I'll watch anybody play. Damian Lillard's my favorite player, though. as Giannis makes a free throw, switching things up. He's up to 40 points now. It's a season high for the Greek Freak. It's 112-96. Yeah, Sweezy says, I think Hayes is out. Ever since that transition play where he dove on the floor for that bounce pass, they had to help him to the locker room. He hasn't been back in the game since. So really, really hope that's nothing too serious for the youngster. That would be a pretty big blow for the Pistons early on in the season. Giannis cashes free throw number 2. He's up to 41 points now. And it's a 113-96 advantage for the Bucks with 6.5 minutes left in this one. My opinion is that the NBA was at its peak when the Bucks had Kareem and Oscar. So we're throwing it back to the 70s with that one. I was not alive, so I cannot speak to it. But you don't really hear the people talk about the 70s too much, right? Like the 50s and 60s were all Celtics and Lakers. The 70s was kind of a free-for-all. Even the Knicks won in the 70s. I mean, how crazy is that, right? But and then people talk about the 80s with Magic and Bird in the early 80s, and obviously Hakeem and Jordan in the mid-80s. Malone, Stockton, like all the Hall of Famers that came through. The 70s never get talked about, ever, as far as like eras of NBA. So that's real interesting that you'd bring that up. Me personally, I love the 90s. That's what I grew up with. I think it's whatever you grew up with as a kid is probably like your favorite. Like Sean Kemp was my guy. Even at the end of the 90s when Vince Carter and Jason Williams came in, they brought flash and fun to the game. But there were still enough greats like Ray Allen, Iverson, Kobe, Shaq, all doing their thing. I'm a big 90s guy for the NBA for sure. But I like today's product too, man. I like today because there are so many super duper stars on so many different teams. Like everyone's super mad at all the super teams that were created. But that was just the start of a new revolution, right? And so now that so many different teams have been able to do that, I think it's really cool. And I also think it's really cool when a guy like Damian Lillard can make Portland really good, basically by himself. He's got, McCollum's nice or whatever, but for the most part, Lillard is the guy. Booker was the guy in Phoenix, even though they weren't doing that great, but he was still like a superstar. So each team has potential to have a superstar player. I think it's just a little more balanced now. I think the talent today is way better than anything we've ever seen. Players playing today have to do pretty amazing things to score, and they do a really good job with it. I think today, like a basic player today, like let's talk about Lillard, right? Say if Lillard played in the 70s or 80s. I mean, I know there wasn't a three-point line, but Lillard would average 60 a game. That's just how it would be. I think a good star player today would be an all-timer if they played in the 60s and 70s. So it's all about eras, man. That's what makes the whole Jordan LeBron debate. You can't do it. The game is so different now than it was then. I hate having that argument because you can't. They're both amazing players. You just have to respect what happened. That's my opinion. Put the game on. I'm not allowed to show the game. So basically this is me talking as I watch the game, and I'll tell you what happens with play-by-play, but I cannot show you video of the game. You got to watch cable or internet for that. Sorry. Michael says he needs under 232. So that's a pretty good amount of points. So he needs under 232. Sorry, I forgot your name, Ryan. Ryan needs over 223, I think it is. So maybe settle in that 230 area would be nice for everybody. First play after the timeout, Derrick Rose is going to fire up a three, and he cashes it. So Derrick Rose feeling himself. The assist goes to Mihaluk. 24 points now for D. Rose at 113-99, 6 minutes to play as the Pistons attempt to make one last push here before time runs out. All the starters still in the game. Giannis drives in. Derrick Rose tries to take the charge. It's a no call, and that layup attempt rims out. Rebound to Grant. He looks ahead to Rose, working against Holiday. Gets a pick from Stewart. Over to Grant for three, and he cashes a three ball. It's 113-102, 11-point ball game. Folks, this is exciting stuff. We're at 215 total points. Grant's up to 22 points, 9 of 21 shooting. As Holiday able to drive in, his left-handed scoop shot is too high off the glass. Rebounds Sadiq Bey. As Grant is fouled by Giannis. This is exciting. Do you think the Pistons will win? I think they're making it interesting. I don't know if they're going to win, but at least they're making it fun. Giannis looks like the Hulk. Yeah, he is a very strong young man. Ryan says over is 236 right now. So, yeah, that 223 is looking pretty solid. Ryan apparently is a gambling guru. So if anyone ever wants to make money, just ask Ryan what they should bet on. As Svi hits a 3. Let's go. 113, 105. It's an 8-point game right now. This is crazy. The Pistons are doing things. They're trying. See what the Bucks can do. 9-0 run currently for the Pistons. 3 straight threes from Rose, Grant, and Mihalu. But that is ended by Bryn Forbes, who hits a driving layup. Makes the score 115, 105. 4.5 on the clock. Derrick Rose with the dribble drive, turnaround jump shot off glass is no good. But they're going to call a foul on Milwaukee as Isaiah Stewart was fighting for the rebound. And they call Brook Lopez for the loose ball foul on the board. About the CFP championship, I think y'all can pull 12K views. That'd be sick, honestly. Ray's working his magic as we speak. He's going to do a preview video, which will hopefully bring people in, let them know that our channel exists, etc. And then hopefully on Monday, those same people will tune in for the championship game. Back in the action after the foul, Grant on the dribble drive gets a layup against Lopez. He didn't want to pick up his 5th foul, so pretty easy for Grant right there. 115, 107. We have a ball game, folks. This is great. Holiday on the dribble drive against Stewart, able to lay it in left-handed and the foul. Stewart slaps the stanchion there in frustration. Holiday showing off that veteran presence. Really smooth play right there, going left-handed on the right side of the rim. In traffic. That's a big bucket for the Bucks. Michael Wiseman is dead. Oh, he wanted the under 232. Yeah, no, that's going to be tough, man. Shout out to Ryan. He hit his over. It's 117, 107, so that's 224 points. Free throw makes it 118, 107, so Ryan is rich. Yay, Ryan. I've been taught not to trust people when told if you want to make money, talk to this person. That's probably smart advice. As Grant launches a long 3, and that is a big miss. But I think the Bucks are going to be called for another loose ball rebound. Isaiah Stewart right now is battling down low. Shout out to the rookie. He's fighting for everything possible, and Lopez hooked him for sure. He didn't go to the ground or anything, but the ref saw the hook of the arm. Lopez is pissed. He's up to 4 fouls. Good job by Stewart with the hustle plays, trying to keep his team in this. Grant then attacks the rim, runs into Brook Lopez, who jumped with him. A lot of contact, no call on that one. As Middleton finds Holiday across court for 3. Holiday misses off the back rim, but offensive rebound Bobby Portis gives the Bucks new life. But another whistle, and the Bucks are going to call timeout, actually. They're going to pull it out, timeout. 118, 107. Milwaukee leads by 11, 3:39 left in this one. Sweezy, we also shouldn't get discouraged by this game because we're keeping it closer than anticipated. Yeah, man. I mean, it's weird to say, right? Because the Bucks have a double-digit lead right now. But just this fourth quarter has been fun, right? We're sticking right with them as best we can, making shots finally. I think in the first half, if the Pistons had hit some of their shots, it'd be a way closer ball game. They were missing a ton of open looks early on. And, of course, you have Giannis, who was dunking and laying up every single basket under the sun. He's at 41 points on the game. Stopping him would have been ideal. But love seeing the heart and the fight in this team right now. They're all trying really hard, and I respect the hell out of that. It's a 1-5 team, but they're not playing like it, basically. So good for them. Sweezy wants to get in the paint. I mean, we can, but they're pretty tall down there, pretty long. So if we're going to hit threes, I'd rather shoot threes. They're worth more points. Sorry, I'm yawning. Such an exciting game. It's put me to sleep. Up to 38 viewers right now. That's exciting. Everyone's tuning in because they see it's a close one. So coming out of the timeout, it'll be Milwaukee ball. Giannis will inbound from the short corner. Holiday back to Giannis in the paint, guarded by Grant. He finds DiVincenzo outside. He drives and takes it back out. Now Giannis on a fadeaway from the free throw line. Tough shot as the shot clock was running out. Good D by Detroit right there, as they get a new possession off the rebound. See what the Pistons can do, as Wright is in the game. He finds Grant in the corner for three, just misses. Another long one off the back rim. Rebound Milwaukee. 3 minutes left, 11-point game. As Middleton will control the offense. He's guarded by the rookie Saddiq Bey on the far side wing. He refuses the pick from Giannis. Passes to DiVincenzo, who then tried to find Giannis down low. Good idea, but good length there. Mihaluk able to knock that one out of bounds. Otherwise, it would have been a layup for Giannis. Threes are how you beat the Bucks. Well, we got to hit them. We're not very good at shooting the long ball, I feel like. Dunk's Futuristic Tesla says, thank you. You're welcome. I don't know what you're thanking me for, but you're welcome. Michael will win $260 for the Pistons lose by less than 16. I think you're in pretty good shape, man. Michael, you're in for a thriller. The Celtics almost choked a 22-point lead against the Raptors. I mean, the Raptors are a pretty good team. I wouldn't be that surprised by it. But yeah, 22 points, that's pretty tough, especially with the Celtics losing to the Pistons and then barely beating the Pistons. They are not in their top form right now, unfortunately. I think they really need Kemba Walker back. Brown and Tatum are doing what they can, but it's just not enough. Back to the action here. Now, three ball is good. Sekou Doumbia. Assist from Grant makes it a 118, a 110 game with 2.5 left. This is very exciting. As Middleton's going to call for it, he's guarded by Mihaluk at the top of the key. He's going to spin into the paint, kick it back out to Giannis. Nice D there. They switch over, but they leave Middleton open in the corner for three. He misses the shot, though. Saddiq Bey able to track it down. This is the opportunity the Pistons need. They have to score on this possession. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left in the ball game. Sekou with the head fake gets Giannis to bite. He drives in. Giannis able to recover, and he sends the layup. He blocked it. And they kept it in bounds. What a defensive play from the reigning defensive player of the year to recover, use his length, and block that layup attempt. That was amazing. Now it's Giannis working against Wright at the top of the key. 2 dribbles and a spin move. Doumbia comes to help. That leaves DiVincenzo open from the wing three. That rims out. Giannis gets the offensive board and puts it back. The guy's an animal. He's amazing. Like, God bless it. He is so long. 120 to 110, minute 40 on the clock. That was fun for a while, but Giannis right there, that's why he's the MVP. He might not shoot the best every single game. He had a slow start to this season, but holy crap, man. He just literally did everything you can do on a basketball court. Defense, smart play, rebound, make a bucket. Like, golly. MVP. Giannis. Celtics have been overrated for a few years. I mean, they keep signing people and getting big names to play for them, so I guess that's why they're being overrated. But yeah. Doc says he said, thank you for being better than the game commentator. I appreciate that, man. Just doing my thing. A little hobby. It's fun. Raptors are 1-5. They are 1-5. But still, they're the Raptors. They have lots of really good players. Pistons are 1-5. You think the Pistons and Raptors are equal? I don't. Pistons are better. I went back to see your reaction to the Tatum game winner. It's funny how the score. Yeah, man. We keep the score up here for you guys, but yeah, when you have a bad stream, that makes it really hard to have a natural reaction when I already saw what was going to happen. Literally put my head down when he released and knew it was going to be jelly. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's missed a couple, but he's also made a number of them. For a young kid, he's got some pretty big balls to be able to hit those shots. We're back in action here. A minute 30 on the clock. Pistons down by 10. Doumbia fakes the three right over to Bey. Bey clanks another three. He has not shot the ball well at all. I mentioned earlier, 50% from three coming into this one. And I would bet he's something like 1 of 8, 2 of 8 on the night. He is not shooting well at all. DiVincenzo to Lopez down low. Splits the double team. Lopez gets the layup. It's now a 12-point lead for Milwaukee with a minute left. So Vegas people holding their breath as a lot of weird stuff can happen. Doumbia with a really nice drive and a spin move against Lopez, but he misses the layup left-handed. Milwaukee gets the board up 12 with 50 seconds. Are they going to shoot? Are the Pistons going to foul? They do. Khris Middleton draws the contact. Bay was not trying to foul there at all. Middleton kind of put his head down and rammed into him a little bit. So it'll be 2 free throws upcoming for Khris Middleton, who is quite literally the best free throw shooter in the NBA. He has not missed a free throw this season. So 2 points here would be huge for Vegas. 122 to 110. So that's at 232. So other guy in the chat already missed that bet. Free throw good. So that's 233 total points and a 13-point lead. We need this to stay under 16. So much going on. Raptors are 1-5. They are. I hate national commentary. I don't have Fox Sports, so it kind of sucks. Well, that's why we're here, bud. Middleton missed a free throw. Oh, my God. He missed a free throw. That hasn't happened all season. Pistons get the board and call timeout. They're down by 13. This game's basically wrapped, but Vegas-type stuff is on the line. Sweezy letting us know that NHL games on NBC won't be the same anymore. I don't watch NHL, so I don't know what that means. That's real sad. Please, Phil, keep talking about how he's never missed a free throw. Is it an announcer jinx if I'm not an announcer? I'm just a guy in my room right now on a webcam. It's not like I'm on national TV doing jinxes. But, yeah, he definitely missed that. Sweezy likes it. GodCon, yeah. I was doing a favor for my guy. He was trying to keep it under 16 points or whatever. So you're welcome. Next game for the Pistons is Wednesday. They play the same Bucks team again. But Ray and I are going to do the Michigan-Minnesota game instead of a Pistons game. So hopefully you guys won't be coming here for Pistons coverage. You'll want Michigan coverage. Hopefully they'll both be good games. We'll see what happens. The best commentator retired. Man, his calls were amazing. Talking about the guy with the weird suits or the other guy? Doc, whatever I think his name is. Doc Emmerich. Is that his name? Michael's excited. He just won some dollars. Good for you, bud. Gambling's so fun. I really wish we could gamble down here. Florida doesn't have it, but I was in Tennessee for Christmas. I was on FanDuel Sportsbook all day, every day, laying wagers. It is so much fun. Here we go, back in action. 40 seconds on the clock. Saddiq Bey on the dribble drive, able to get a layup in, so that makes it 123-112. Michigan, Minnesota, that went well last time. Hey, it did in football. Big win. I thought we were going to go places after that W. Sweezy says, Michael won too. There's a positive. That is. We support our chat friends. We're excited for Michael. We're excited for Ryan. They both made some dollars today. Hey, a little steal. Oh, they're going to call kickball. You can't do that. That guy with the weird suit, you mean Craig Sager? No, the guy, Don Cherry. Don Cherry is who I was talking about. He dresses funny, right? Cassie's got to go. See you, man. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out tonight. We'll see you on Wednesday. Michael, appreciate you. Have a great night, my friend. Hopefully we'll see you again. 20 seconds on the clock here. The Bucks lead by 11. From the side out, Dante DiVincenzo eats a little contact from Demboya, but they find Portis down low who gets the bunny. Makes it 125-112, a 13-point game. Again, Vegas spreads, all different in the different sports books. 3 from Sekou is good. Makes it a 10-point game with 9 seconds left. They're going to run out the clock. So anyone who had any sort of spread, 12.5, 11.5, 10.5, that 3 was huge. 125-115 is going to be the final score of this one. 10-point win for Milwaukee. I bet a whole lot of money just changed because of that three-pointer. That's really funny. So he says, not too bad of a game, but we got to get it going at some point. I agree. That second half for this team was way better than the first half. And again, they're coming off 2 good games against Boston too. So like, they're starting to turn it up now. I think the first 4 games they were really, really bad. But right now, this team's playing really well. overall. They're not winning, but at the same time, I'm not expecting them to beat Milwaukee. I'm not expecting them to beat Boston. But they're playing well against these teams. They're competitive against these teams. And with this amount of like young talent, that's all you can ask, really, right? So I'm not too mad at them. And I don't know, eventually they'll turn it around, I think. But at the same time, if they completely tank the season, I wouldn't be mad, because if you can get Cade Cunningham out of it, that's a game changer. That's a franchise-changing draft pick, I think. So, you know, if you play well in a loss, I think that's about the best case scenario if you're really thinking about this team's future. Or he said his 11.5 point is what it was. Yeah, man. Like, God, I don't know how Vegas does it. They're always within like 1 or 2 points. It's crazy, man. It really is. But I just want to say thanks to everyone who stopped by the chat today. Really appreciate you guys hanging out on a Monday night with us. Like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday. We're going to do a little Michigan-Minnesota college basketball action. That game tips, I believe, at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 Central for you guys. And then after that, I think there's a Pistons game on Friday that I will do if I'm not doing anything else. And then over the weekend, I'm sure we'll fit something in. Next Monday, college football championship. So there's a lot coming up on the channel. Ray's doing some videos. He's going to preview the college football national championship as well. And I don't know, man, we really appreciate the support from you guys. Thanks to everyone for stopping by. And hopefully we will see you on Wednesday. I'm going to close the stream. Have a great night.